Anyone except for me. Alrighty. I think that's why.
Hi, Wifey. I'm sorry you can't hear me.
What about now? Let's see. Hello, everybody
Test.
in Twitch world, where we're trying to do some more technical stuff, but our game will be starting shortly.
Tech support, please send me a text message if you can hear me. Just wait.
Type in chat if you can hear us. Would that work?
Oh my god, I have a peely mask on, and I'm starting to peel it, and it's so satisfying. Holy shit. I can swear I'm here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah. Can anybody hear anybody besides me? Someone in chat. Let us know.
Test. Testy McTesterson. Test. She said, ask everyone to say something, also you're cutting out.
Also, I'm
Something.
cutting out.
Something!
Something.
I'm saying something! Hello!
Hello.
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 She looks so contented, oh my god. The oxytocin is running.
Is that a yes or no? Can she
So
hear people?
I'd be careful.
She hasn't said anything yet.
Okay.
So I take that as a no.
I think that's a no. Audio import.
You can ask her to text me.
All right.
Since she
text
can't hear
support. Can you text Broke Batman? Let us
She can
know.
hear everyone.
She can hear
Alright.
everyone. We're good.
Yay!
Welcome to tonight's
Can you hear
episode
Broke
of Legends of Okaria, The Rise of Jahleena.
Should be the fall, because we're gonna win.
Alright. Talk to you there. Hello. Where's Tati?
Alright, she's saying that Z is cutting out and I was cutting out, so I'm going to move the mic a little bit closer to the face.
Yeah.
Not the face.
Close
this
to
better?
the face. Test.
You're good.
Mic.
You're good.
Test.
We'll figure it out.
I'm talking about kittens.
Yeah.
Kittens.
Kids are awesome.
I hope
Tatsuya,
I'm
you
not
out there?
cutting out.
I don't hear Tatsuya.
Peely mask and kittens. That's my life right now.
Kids are awesome. Kids are really cool. Oh,
And hopefully I'm
also,
not cutting out anymore.
Remember that cat that you wanted to be able to shift into while shape into?
Oh yeah.
You know, I said that, you know, we'll make it like a CR5 creature. So
Oh.
I didn't forget that, but
A CR5?
yeah, that would.
I
you need
can't
to be,
do that.
Well, you need to be like 10th level to do it. But it's something to look forward to.
Well,
Can't you do
okay.
that? Wait, how's that work?
because so it works like after 6th level I can do like my level divided by 3. So like 9th level I get 3. I'm not going to be able to do 4 until level 12. I won't be able to do
right,
level 5
okay,
until
all right.
15.
All right, so never mind. We'll make it a lower CR. We'll figure it out. But I didn't,
Oh,
I
is
didn't
that
forget about that.
bunny cat? The bunny cat?
I don't remember what it was. I know it was real pretty and it was like had wings and cool stuff.
Oh my goodness, bunny cat. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll get that going. Where's Tati? I need to hear Tati before we can begin. Hello, everyone.
I'm here.
All right.
Hey, Toddy.
Tati.
Z, the wife said you're still cutting out just a little bit.
Who, me?
Me?
Z.
See?
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Well, it sounds good on my side. So.
Yeah, we'll continue.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. So where we last left off, everybody wound up entering this final room, and they figured out a way to open up the sarcophagus. The mushroom construct thing came out, talked about some kind of sacrifice and who woke it up and whatever. and then you guys all got into a fight, and where we last left off, it wound up crumbling to the ground. So there's a big pile of just organic matter that's sitting where it was, and yeah, so that's it. Oh, and Z, she came back, you know, so she comes running in now. She'll do that, you know.
Smack right into that yellow mushroom. Yep. Mm-hmm.
She has a torch. She'll have a torch because she can't see. Yeah. All right, so pick up wherever you guys want.
Well, yes, Celis is just gonna fall forward, not to the side, into any mushrooms, and just kind of pass out for a little bit. And Rudy's gonna notice and be very concerned about that.
Cade, having no idea that that's going on, is going to pick up that awesome shield.
Okay.
Was the shield attached? Was it like a growth, or was it an actual shield?
No, it's an actual shield. You pick it up, and it feels like you know, it's pretty big. It's maybe like 2.5 feet, roughly, around. You know, it's kind of like an olive shape. You know, excuse me, and it's like, I'm trying to think of how to describe this. It's kind of like leathery, and it's covered in like muck and moss and algae, and there's like these pods that like kind of, it's almost like it's breathing. So it's like these little pods will grow, like they look like they swell a little bit and then go back down, you know, and then sometimes one might pop open and a couple of, you know, different insects come flying out, you know, mosquitoes and fleas and just nasty like parasitic type stuff, you know, and then they'll dissipate. But yeah.
Out of tune to it.
I'm just gonna go ahead and hang on to it for a minute. Take a look around as well.
Alright. Do you want to look at anything in particular, or?
The inside of that sarcophagus, probably.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Go ahead and move your token. Whoever's gonna look inside. Let me get an investigation check.
Oh, that's my light. Oops.
Yeah. We're on the free version now, so you don't have to worry, you know. I'm gonna have to describe what you see and what you don't. Old school D&D.
Yep. Everything's drawn out in front of you. I love it. Let's see. Let me open my character sheet really quick.
Is Rudy talking or no?
What's that?
I'm saying, is Rudy talking?
Test. Can you hear me?
No, I can hear you. Is Rudy talking? Cause
Oh, okay.
I see you typing in the chat, but...
Investigation. 16.
All right, you're looking around in here, and it looks like a bunch of like mushroom heads that have formed like some kind of bedding inside this massive sarcophagus. It reeks in here of mold and mildew, and it smells like a basement. You know, like a really, really bad wet basement, and that's it. You know, I mean, that's what you can see.
Okay. Kind of sift around the pile inside a little bit, see if anything.
Yeah, let me get a con save.
Any creepy crawlies. Oh shit. $25.
25. All right, you take 2 points of poison damage. You're moving these pods around, and like, you know, as you do, they pretty much disintegrate almost as soon as you touch them, and all these spores get kind of released into the air, and you're able to cover your mouth, you know, with a forearm as you continue sifting through, you know, poking around maybe with your pick or something, and looking around, and at the bottom, you know, you bang something. Like, you know, let's say the bottom of the sarcophagus is relatively flat. You know, you're running your hand or whatever along the bottom, and it bumps into something. You know, like a protrusion.
Gotta try to hook it with my pick.
You fumble with it for a little bit, and as soon as it gets any kind of pressure, the bottom of the sarcophagus just kind of collapses. You hear that, and it drops down into the darkness. about 10 feet, and you can see, like rubble and stuff on the, like 10 feet past the bottom of the floor.
Mal.
Yes.
Got an issue.
So do I.
What's going on?
Cleric's taking the nap.
What do you mean?
I don't know how I could explain that. The cleric is taking...
She's not moving after that thing hit us. She hasn't gotten back up.
Let me get a passive perception for Malmos, Rudy, and Czar, and disadvantage for Cell. Passive. That's a good voice.
Passive perception?
Yes, please.
That's 11.
Alright. Czar? Rudy and Cell with -5. I can't hear it.
With a negative?
But
What'd you say?
Yeah. So disadvantage for Cell, her passive perception. Then I need one for Rudy and Z. Just the passives.
okay. Rudy's passive is 14.
What about Cell with the -5?
Czar?
And Czar, yeah, what's your passive?
I think it's night. What's it now? Damn it. Come back here. Your laptop is so slow. Okay, wait until I get everything fixed up here. My passive perception is 19.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah, damn.
As you guys are kind of just looking over Cell, hold on a second. Get out of here. Where's my dog in here? Go.
Ruff, ruff.
Baby, go. Sorry about that. You notice... Actually, I'll whisper it to you. So everybody keep going.
Rudy's gonna try to cast Healing Word on her. She normally doesn't go down like that.
Okay.
And he's not sure what hit her at all, so he's gonna go ahead and cast that on her. I know it doesn't have any... Oh my goodness gracious. I know it has no benefit, but he's still going to do it.
What's going on over there, Mal?
Yeah, so the holy energy,
I told you.
it wraps around. But it doesn't seem to make a difference.
Can I?
I can't hear you.
Hey, Kate! I think there's something wrong with her.
Just
Can I
taking
do
a nap.
Can I
She's
take
not
a?
taking a nap.
Can I do a medicine check?
Yeah, go for it.
Can people hear me?
I can
Yes.
hear you now.
Guess I'm delayed.
Let Czar do her medicine check, and I'm gonna try
Okay.
something. Oh. Eric, tech support requests that the music be turned down just a tad because it's overpowering.
Okay. Thank you, tech support. Medicine. All right. You're looking over Cell, and she just doesn't look good at all. It's definitely not natural, whatever it is she's suffering from. And let me get an Arcana check from you also, please.
Whoa, it's looping here. Okay. Sorry, I think I went to see Twitch and it went like all echoey. So
Turn
can you
Twitch
hear me now?
off.
Yes, I twitched it off.
I twitched it off.
I twitched it off.
Okay, let me get an Arcana
Okay.
check from you, please.
Yes. There.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Okay. This is definitely necromantic in nature. You could see remnants of spores clinging to parts of her body. And, yeah, it's definitely,
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
It's going to require, long rest or greater
Greater
restoration or
rest.
something along those lines
Did
in order
I
to fix
prepare-
this.
Did I prepare that? I hope I did.
You tell me. No.
No.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Ruth is gonna try to carefully move her south. Just drag her away from these mushrooms, if I
We'll
can.
just
Yeah.
pick her up and put her over his shoulder.
Like dead weight.
Hey, we got a new follower. Bellator Honor is 480. Thanks for hitting that button.
We're famous? Oh, famous.
We're getting there.
Let's see.
Sal,
Tech
can you hear
support
me?
is saying that we're cutting in and
Sal?
out pretty bad.
Alright,
Oh,
I don't know what to say about that. I'm sorry.
it looks like there's little bubbles on roll 20, little chat bubbles. I don't know if that means that there's some kind of voice on.
Chat bubbles.
Maybe for.
Well, no, Stella's typing right now.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay.
Yeah. No, why? No, this is good. Let's try it out. We'll figure it out. Hello. Okay, I'm sorry. Continue.
So.
Is that thing dead?
We need to get out of this environment. These spores are gonna they might kill us, or who knows. This is necromantic in nature. It could, even turn us, maybe. I don't know. That's my hunch, is we just need to get out of here.
But is that thing dead? The thing that was attacking us earlier.
It is,
that
Rudy.
thing gone?
It is.
Sweetie,
Are you sure?
Sweetie, there's spores in the air, possibly. That's probably what's affecting her. Something might be dead, but those little spores, they can affect people. Even after, main person, their source is dead. There's just all these funguses.
Do you think it has an antidote? Do you think that she's just sleeping? Maybe it has something that can help her.
Can I do what would be a check for herbalism? What would it?
Yeah. You have proficiency with the herbalism kit, and you have nature. So
Yeah.
whichever one of those you want to do, just let me know. Just describe what you're doing.
Okay. So I'm just going to use herbalism kit. Maybe I'm going into my my book of information to see if I can identify what kind of spores these are and how they might affect people.
Okay. Going through your notes, thumbing through real quick, you pull like a quick little sample that you scrape off, and you smudge it on like a piece of paper, and then you kind of get a little tiny bit of spit, on your pinky, and you use that to kind of spread it out just to see how it reacts. And these spores, the ones that are affecting Cell, they're not natural. They're not natural at all. They're definitely infused by some kind of, dark magic.
Okay.
You've never seen anything like this.
Okay. Yeah, these aren't normal. These aren't normal spores and natural fungi. We're looking at something dark magic in nature with all this.
let me try a different
Malmos.
port. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second, guys.
So good.
All right, can you hear me now?
Wait on Eric.
Can you hear me? Yeah, maybe. No. That's a no.
So Malmos, have you ever? Do you know anything about this kind of stuff? What could
Can you hear me
be
now?
used to make this kind of, I guess, organism or way of spreading anything that would be done with some kind of magic?
Are we waiting for Eric to get back before I
That's what I
answer?
thought.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that's a no. Okay.
No.
No, cannot hear me.
Nope.
Why?
Nope.
Why?
Nupper. Nupper.
Why is this not working? If it's not one thing, it's another.
Make sure you
Hello?
take this time of our technical difficulties and go ahead and smash that subscribe button.
And also a word from our sponsor.
And that's a word from our sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
Sponsor us.
Sponsor us?
Hello.
I don't think we're allowed to have sponsors yet.
What about now? Can you hear me
I
now or
don't
no?
think so.
No? That's a no. I'm assuming it's a no. Why is it a no? Why?
Shout out to my buddy listening in, good old Star Stricken from my Elite Dangerous group.
We lost 4 viewers. This is not
I
good.
know. We have
6 is good. 6.
That's
We
solid.
only need
I can
3.
I can sing
technically.
I can sing a little song.
No? Can you say? Can you hear me now or no? No. Why can't you hear me?
So our intermission while we're waiting for our game master.
Hello? No?
Any requests?
Ah!
other than the Taikai bromance shirt.
Oh, is that? Do
Hello?
you have
Oh,
a special
maybe?
song for that?
No? Nothing?
Oh, but we need
Yeah.
one.
No? Why? Why?
Bromama. You've got a bromance. Trying not to use too much of the stuff that
Hello,
is copywritten.
is it Cade you're
Righted?
looking for?
Copyrighted.
Yes, it is actually.
Yes, no, please? Why is it doing?
I don't know if you can hear me, Eric, but tech support just came in and said maybe if you refresh the D20 initiative page, maybe that'll work. Or refresh Discord.
What about now?
Boss.
Hello? Maybe? It shouldn't make a difference.
Discord was the chosen one,
It was.
but it's failed us.
I know, man. Discord's always worked for us before.
I can't believe it.
Back to
Why is it not
shameless song singing.
Sorry, people.
Would we have issues if we tried to move back to roll 20, Eric?
I'd have to reset up my mic and switch to my PC.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Your mic wouldn't work.
Fuck. It's generated.
Let's see if I have a song that's all like free to sing because of its public domain.
Final Countdown is generally a good one.
Is that in the public domain?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it?
I believe.
They just released it? Like, you can just use this anytime.
Yeah? Nothing.
What about now?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey!
I don't know
Welcome
what the fuck
back.
that was.
Oh,
I was
God.
just about to sing a folk song, so you saved everybody from that.
All right. All right. To the people who left, it's all right. You'll be back. Okay. To people who
Oh, we're
stuck
back up to
around,
8.
thank you
Back
so
up to
much
8.
Yep.
for sticking this out, and it's all part of the adventure. You know, we're all trying to learn this. None of us are professional film or studio people. We're just a bunch of non-nerdy ass voice actors who sit around and play D&D. Okay.
How about yourself?
Where were we? Did we? Okay, so all right.
Dragging the passed out cleric.
Okay, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So Z. Okay. Oh, real quick, Larissa, do you have a light source in there?
Oh, that torch was hers. I accidentally grabbed that.
Did she went in with a torch? She also has dark vision.
Yeah, I know she has dark vision, but does she have a light source or no?
She had a torch. I just don't know.
Who took the
I gave it
I don't
back.
know. Okay.
Back.
Okay.
I grabbed it on accident. Yeah, she's got it.
All right. So what's your passive perception for Larissa?
For L, that would be 14.
Okay. Carry on.
Oh, gods.
Oh no, we should probably leave.
Mal, I think we need to get back to Imran.
Well, shouldn't we bring that thing to him?
I think maybe a part of him. And,
How are you gonna take a
coffins.
part of it?
the coffin's hollow. Mal,
Hollow, so that means it goes deep.
we can come back to that.
I want to come back to that.
Larissa, you find anything in there?
No. Was she supposed to?
No.
Go ahead and check out the body, if you can. I grabbed the shield off of it. But, see if you can find anything off of it. We're gonna head back to Imran. Everybody agree?
Sure. So Elle's going to loot the body.
Okay. Let me get
Rudy
an
is
investigation
gonna-
from her.
Can Rudy help her?
Investigation.
Yeah. Go ahead and move your token over there, and
Because I have a light.
I am picking up
Sorry,
Cell.
I have a light on.
okay.
Whose light is that?
That's mine.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm
that's
just
Rudy's.
getting it. Yeah, just moving it away. Yep. So it's moving. This
I'm just
way.
picking up Cell, Eric, and putting her over my shoulder.
Okay. All right, Al. Let me get an investigation
We
with
got-
advantage.
We gotta get out of here.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're
I
good.
know.
Z, you saw that
Yeah.
whisper I sent you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Larissa doesn't see anything.
You're rummaging through, the remains, and it looks, as far as you can tell, it just looks like a big heap of like compost material. Like
No
rotting
skull,
vegetation.
no
There's,
anything?
I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
It's not like skeleton or anything.
Yeah. There are pieces of bones in there. There is a skull. There is a definite skull, and you can pick out, a couple of, larger bone pieces. A hand, a femur.
Oh,
I
So the body is.
But it's all like, as you're sifting through it, you can see there's all different types of, invertebrates running
wait.
through this little heap of compost. Centipedes, millipedes, bugs, whatever you can think of, maggots, cool stuff, worms.
Oh,
What?
Is
What
there
were-
any? Go ahead.
What were you fighting, everybody? Because was there something that would have had a wispy cloud behind us leaving the room? Were you fighting something that would have caused that? Because now that I'm thinking about it, that might have been that might be significant. Did you all see that?
Where?
It was it left the room from behind us.
Can you see me pinging?
Oh, God.
southeast corner of this room.
Excellent.
Where you notice it.
Larissa, grab the skull. I'm gonna need you up front.
Elle grabs the skull and moves up front.
Okay.
So Ruby is looking. Is there anything that looks like a vial on the body? Anything that looks like some kind of maybe remedy or potion or anything?
No, nothing. Sifting through everything here is completely organic material, as far as you can tell.
Very well.
All right.
Just gonna move back down.
Larissa, have you take point. I'm gonna take Cell.
Coming. Holy crap.
Trying to get us out of here.
Me too.
Yeah, I think that's our goal here. Rudy, sweetie, stay close to me.
Alright.
Alright, so is everybody kind of...
Slowly making our way out.
Alright, so just give me the marching order. Put yourselves in marching order.
And maybe connect Cell to whoever's carrying.
Yeah, so just...
I'm dragging her.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
keep
So
keep her
everybody
next
just
to...
build up around where Larissa is right now, just so I can know where you are. I'm going to move her actually to the right a little bit to give everybody
Okay.
room. So just, put yourselves in the positions of which way you're going to travel out.
I guess it would be me carrying Cell, Malmos behind me.
Nah,
put-
that's supposed to be
I'd put-
back in line anymore. That's not how it works.
I'd put Z in front of Rudy.
Yep.
There we go.
Okay,
And
sweetheart.
then Malmos.
Yeah, but I don't want to stand in the mushrooms.
No. I
You're
just
not-
want to see...
He just wants to see the marching order.
your position. Yeah, okay. All right, so that's kind of... So you're looking at a 35-foot line from front to back?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and you're going to all stay in single file? Or do you want to zigzag or spread out or anything like that? These corridors are like
Ooh.
10 feet wide.
We'll zigzag.
Look like that.
I'll keep Cell offset, kind of.
Okay, all right, cool. All right. So you all start making your way, back through the areas that you've traveled. For the people watching, they walk through this room here, up through here where the deadfall was, down this long tunnel, back to this room here, and then up these stairs, through this room, back to the left, across this bridge, and then they exit through here, going upstairs, back to the first level. All right. So
Oh, we actually got out?
Everybody's
Holy
on the
crap.
first level. Let's add Z. Alright, the marching order is going to be messed up, but where'd you go, Z?
What?
Are you there?
You're gonna move us to the... Yeah, I'm here.
I don't see you on the...
So where am I putting my thing? I'm just moving it.
Hold on. Here, there we go.
Moving
Did you
around.
switch?
Moving along. Okay.
Okay, cool. Alright, so yeah, you all make it through the second level, come back upstairs to the first. And I'll just put you guys here. And you guys move wherever you want from there now.
Okay.
Put this thing in gear. Oh.
So, are we leaving or trying to find help here?
I mean,
Or both?
we can long rest here.
If we long rest, I can restore her. I can prepare my my greater restoration.
We can't long rest. It's been like a half an hour since we...
It's
Also
true.
true.
I'm not tired.
I haven't long rested in a bit, but that's gonna be 8 hours before I can do that again.
Oh yeah, actually, Z, you would have long rested also, like before you left
Oh,
with Cora and
Oh,
Abram.
okay. So-
Yeah, everybody long rested. So
Okay.
you said
It's been like a half an hour.
yeah, and then when you
Alright.
left, yeah, it hasn't been too long.
okay.
Back to Imran then.
Yeah, I guess that's probably where we have to go.
Unless there's any clerics here. I don't think.
Well,
Z.
I mean, technically, but I don't have the thing to help her right now because I didn't have that prepared.
Alright.
I can one in the day. We just got to keep her stable. I can at least try to heal her to see if that does anything. I don't think it will, but maybe it'll at least.
No, it won't. I just tried it too, and it didn't do anything.
It didn't do anything.
Let's get her back to Imran then.
Could always try to like dunk her in cold water.
Anyone have some holy water? Probably, maybe a burner then. Jeez.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. I mean, if there's holy water, this is dark magic, maybe. Who knows? Maybe.
Oh, before we go, I need to go do something. And then Mal runs off to go give the gold he owes to Lectus.
Cade also hands him 25 gold
Okay.
to pay for his shield.
Alright, cool.
Wait, how much was the shield?
25?
No,
20?
it was like 10, I thought.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, 10. I give you 10.
No, 25 is canon. I have the money now. I'm going to pay for myself.
I
So you,
despise you.
what are you gonna do? Just drop off gold?
Oh,
Hang on.
I got all sorts of stuff that I found, so. Mal, I'm gonna give you lots of gold here. I'm gonna give you most of it, because I know how much you spent. Well, I don't know exactly, but I know it was a lot. Save my ass.
We need to
So I'm
get
going to
her
go
out of
find
here.
Lectus with my new 25 gold pieces.
I hate you.
You don't hate me.
I don't. That's the bad
Of
thing.
course not.
Can't!
Alright, so do you all want to rest in here, or do you want to leave? What do you want?
Absolutely not. We are leaving.
I mean, we could take a short rest while I find Lectus if someone need to like top off or something. But
Okay.
I mean, I'm full of everything, so.
Where do you want to go?
I'm not.
Look for him.
Hmm?
Where do you want to go?
how am I going to go look for him?
No, where are you gonna go?
By walking. I'm already almost down to where the shops usually are.
Oh, okay, alright.
Well, actually, how long has it been since we saw him outside?
You guys, it's
Like-
only been
Like, no time?
maybe half an hour. I mean, like, not even, because you guys walk downstairs. I mean, it takes a little bit of time to walk around and be careful and whatnot, investigate, and then you guys have that little battle. Maybe half an hour, if that. Hasn't been very long.
Okay, well, I'll look outside to where we saw him last. If he's not outside, then I'll go back down to the shop
Well, no,
area.
you can see them outside in the front. Him and or they're fishing,
Fishing? Ah,
Yeah.
jealous.
just like hanging out the front of the temple, dropping a line into, the little water part that feeds into the river.
Okay, so I will approach Lectus and drop him 25 gold pieces and say that should cover everything.
It looks at it and counts it up, and then the mouse comes looking over to you. I do believe that is quite generous of you, my good sir. I hope you have found everything you're looking for.
Think of it as a interest for being delayed a few.
I'm not going to argue with you at all. I think it's very nice. Thank you. It's a business doing pleasure with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the little mouse or whatever that's attached to this human, like smelling the gold and the coin, make sure it's real and stuff. But yeah, and they're just hanging out. They're relaxing. They look really bored.
Yeah, I bet they are.
So yeah, Mal, come inside. I don't know if we plan on taking a short rest or if we plan on just skedaddling.
Whatever you guys need to do. You want to
Was
get
gonna
the bearings.
just skedaddle. Alright.
I'm sorry, what was that? What's everybody doing?
We can short rest if y'all want to.
I mean, you guys are all standing in the hallway?
We're discussing things in the hallway, I guess.
Alright.
Well, if we're gonna rest, we might as well go to somewhere a little comfortable. Does anybody really need to rest? I'm fine to do either.
I mean, I wouldn't be against it.
Rudy does
just in
make
case
a
we
good
get into
point.
something on the way back.
Rudy, we didn't check that door. No one checked that door.
No, but we kind of need to have a solution to our cleric problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I understand. But that solution, I guess we have to get her out of here. Well, I guess we can come back.
We can. This place isn't going anywhere.
It's not. And if it does, maybe it's best that we don't go in. Alright, well,
Back,
but Rudy,
back to
good
the
job.
woods.
Good job being observant about those things. I'm so proud of you.
Shit.
I guess Tati doesn't feel like talking.
Zariah, you and I will have to talk.
Ooh,
At some
you
point,
in trouble.
you and I will have to sit down and have a very long conversation.
Alright. Well,
Well,
I
she
came
has
back.
very good stories. I think you would like talking to her.
I
Kate
came
kind
back.
of-
I came back to be with this kid. I told them to drop me out back off here. I couldn't leave you guys. I couldn't leave Rudy. I told them. So, wherever I was before, which was on a mission from my goddess, I'm back now, and I think Rudy should choose who wants to be his ward.
Oh, we have 5 minutes of RP time. Let's do it.
Wait, Rudy's looking like his parents are getting divorced and they're making him.
Oh God!
He's like, what just happened here? I thought we were all friends.
Zariah, I'm not gonna do this conversation in front of Rudy because I care for him.
Yeah,
Why
I do
not?
too.
Are you mad at her? Are you mad at her?
Do you want to go somewhere? There's lots of room here.
I feel like it can be handled at another time. Just wanted you to be aware.
But Kate, are you mad at her?
I just want things explained. I don't know you at all.
Okay. Well, maybe you could have been there when I was explaining things to,
That didn't happen.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
It didn't happen. Yeah. Well, I will. I'll explain everything.
Alright.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what are you?
I'm not acknowledging Rudy right now because I can't.
Hey, Kate, she's really fine.
Oh, sweetheart. Thank you so much.
And Kate's really cool. In his house.
Do you want me to turn into a bear and you can ride on my back like old time?
I think this place is a little cramped for that.
Yeah, probably.
No.
Okay,
Do you still have that celery?
I always have.
Would you all like? I got some good berries. Anybody wants?
I'm fine. For now.
Uh,
We had a pretty hefty breakfast. This is just
Yeah.
to
A lot of
help me stay
mushrooms.
hydrated. Plenty of mushrooms.
Well, regardless of what's going on, I just want you to know I'm on all of your side, and I am after the best interest. We'll talk about things later, but I am not.
I don't think you're an enemy.
I put my life on the line for, so, especially protecting.
Mm-hmm.
Kate just smiles.
Oh.
Oh, look at the smile. Just look at it.
I didn't say it was a happy smile.
Clarification was needed. Okay, so. Well.
Eric's typing.
Mhm.
God has blessed us with his presence.
Smite me, oh mighty smite.
It says playing Team
Oh.
Fortress 2.
Yeah.
Hello.
I was going to tell you
Welcome
that,
back.
but like, I figured the Team Fortress 2 tag might give us more.
This isn't Team Fortress 2, this is a lie!
This is a lie. False
My
advertisement.
son was streaming.
We're a
and
team.
he didn't
There's
show
probably a fortress somewhere, and it probably happened again. So
me.
there you go.
Alright, so what was, did I miss anything?
Nope.
Not really. Just a little, some awkward
Okay, cool. Well, continue then.
competition.
The
Continue then.
Rudy's parents are getting divorced.
Yes,
That's
he's
what it
having a hard
was.
time with this.
We'll have that talk when we get back.
Birds and
Before we
bees
head
talk.
out next time. No. Almost.
Gosh, no, please don't.
We'll have to get you some more of that wine for that talk, Mal. But Z will have a talk when we get back.
Of course, and I don't blame you.
Alright.
But we all need to trust each other right now.
Yeah. Rudy,
Yes?
you have anything to say?
Yeah, I don't understand why you want to talk to her by yourself. I want to talk to her too.
We can definitely talk, sweetheart. We can
Absolutely.
probably have different talks. I think they just want an update on what I've been up to, and
I want to know too.
I'll tell you all about it once I talk to them.
Okay.
There might be some things that I just want to that might be more adult talk, and then but I'll give you the details.
I think Rudy should be in on all of it.
He could definitely, if you want him to be, that's fine. I'm not the one who wanted him. I'm away from him. So.
Anyways, we'll just keep going in circles if we keep standing here. It's gonna happen in a little bit. It'll happen a little bit later tonight when we get back. Let's get to the
Yeah.
boat.
Yes,
But what about that door? Are we gonna just leave it?
come back for that door, sir.
Well, should we tell somebody that we took that thing?
Fair.
Yeah.
I mean, at least let's let somebody know that that's probably the biggest thing down there, and we should be fine, right? There should be nothing else coming up.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Really?
I don't know.
Yeah, apparently there's some wispy
There's-
thing that exited
There's a
behind
wispy
us.
thing, and then the coffin was open, Rudy. I feel like that guy, or whatever it is that we just beat, was sort of a gatekeeper to something. But either way, we need to get Celestina healed, get her back up to 100% before we go anywhere
Yeah.
further. So we need to get back to the boats.
That.
Okay.
Shall we
Alright.
take a short rest here first?
Is there only one boat left? How many can the boat carry? Can it carry all of
Soraya
us?
turned the boat around.
Yes, but
One.
Cora and
The prisoner.
Grim and the prisoner still went. So we have one boat.
Well, actually, Mal, when you went out there, you didn't notice any boats.
Okay.
Leroy.
Thanks, DM.
Alright.
Like, come to think of it.
It's just going to be an adventure. That's all.
Alright.
I'll go check the boat. I'll make sure that we have some boats left.
There's no boat.
Shit.
Did it take both boats?
I don't know, but there's no boats up there. We're not late.
Kate heads outside with Cell.
We're just gonna have to, it's gonna take a little bit of time, but once I get rest again, like, full night, I can get her back to normal.
What was
We'll be back in time before that.
what was homeboy's name? Mal? The guy you just paid?
Lectus?
I walked
Call him
outside.
Call him homeboy. Do it.
Yeah. That went really well. Lactus,
Oh, yo. Well, hello there.
Let me.
do you know when the boats will be back?
It should be probably within the next few hours or so.
How long? I didn't.
Few hours or so.
Your words ran together there.
Few hours or so.
Few hours.
Yes, sir.
Might as well take a short rest if it's gonna be a few hours.
Why
Can you
you
get to the
all
boat?
in a rush? Is everything okay?
A little bit. Our cleric has taken quite a beating from something we defeated down in the crypts.
It was like a giant tree, and it moved, and it threw all these wasps and bees and bugs at us.
What Rudy said.
You
wow.
don't happen to have any potions here that might restore someone?
That sounds terrifying. Restoration.
Scrolls.
No, I don't believe we have any restorations. No.
Scrolls,
I'm
okay.
sorry. Just some
Thank-
more mundane stuff. You know, the antivenom.
Sure.
Poison resistance.
Sure. Yeah.
You think it's a venom?
I'm sorry.
I don't think so.
I don't.
I'm just asking Lectus to see if he's gonna perform something on her to check it.
Perform what?
It's-
Can you check her? Do you know what's wrong with her?
Can I check her? Your cleric?
It's
I mean,
yeah.
I
definitely
can.
something
I'm
that
not much of a medical doctor. I'm more of an
it's
arcanist.
magic related.
I can definitely take a look. I mean, it's not gonna hurt anybody. Hopefully, she's not contagious, is she?
No.
Not that we're aware of.
No, but I am.
You are. All right.
But,
Well, I'm sure whatever you have,
Holds up 12
I already
fingers.
have by now. So, yeah. Let's take a look. See.
What have you and Lectus been doing, Mal?
Yeah. So he'll come in, and I mean, where is Cell now? Is like she's still up by those doors.
I've still got her on my shoulder.
Oh, she's right there.
I'm just
Okay.
walking around with
So I mean, he kind of, he kind of like, doesn't get too close. Kind of covers his mouth a little bit, with like the corner of his robe, and kind of like grabs like a little wand, and kind of just like moves her hair out of her face a little bit, and like pokes her in the cheek. She's like,
I'm keeping an eye on him just for any like shady shit.
okay,
If he
yeah, you look at him. I mean, he's doing that and looking around. I'm really not certain what this is here. Really, I'm terribly sorry. This is not my speciality.
It's alright, we'll
Yeah.
we'll get in here, let her rest. We'll take up
Thank-
quarters in the room and
But
Short
thank you
rest.
for everything.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Absolutely.
My pleasure.
we'll, if you're still out here fishing when the boats come back, will you run in and let us know? We'll be resting in the
Do I look like some kind of errand
previous.
boy?
How about for 5 silver?
For 5 silver, I could be that errand boy.
Whoa! Hold on.
I-
I just paid you 25 gold.
Well,
like I
and
think.
I said it was a
you could-
business doing pleasure with you. You're very generous. This is a new transaction.
You know what?
I hand him 5 silver.
I can watch. I can stay and watch. I want to fish with him too.
Yes, that's
And we could just take our short rest up here, and we don't have to go back.
No,
I
Take a
feel
short rest
fine.
outside.
You look a little pale. Maybe you should get some.
Alright. Never mind then. We'll just rest out here.
Never mind. He already took it.
Oh, shit. Alright, we're resting inside then, just in case it rains.
The cat wants in, the cat wants out.
All right. So everybody just move yourself to the room with the, the sleeping, the rolls and whatnot.
Yeah.
And
All right.
what
We're
do you want to
resting
do?
here.
Yeah.
I want to attempt to attune to that shield.
Okay.
Just want to sit with it for a minute, kind of cozy on up with it on the arm.
What's everybody else doing?
I'm sitting with Rudy, and asking him about what all he's learned.
Okay.
He's gonna tell you all about it.
I'm just gonna listen very intently and just try to be present for him, and prove that I'm here to take care.
And Rudy's looking between you and nice. Rudy's looking between you and Kate, like, come on, get closer together. I can't talk to both of you if you're on corner.
I need to concentrate on this for a minute, Rudy.
Why do my hit dice like that? Why is it only a D4? What is this?
That is weird.
Oh, very odd.
Well,
Hey.
There we go.
okay, so yours worked.
Yeah, whoever
Let me
wants
go-
to use any
let me
hit
go
dice, go ahead and do it now.
Up 20.
Cade, you're trying to get in tune with this item, and I mean, it looks like, I mean, you've seen what it's capable of, but it's like you're not grasping like its full functionality. You know, it's something that you just you're not able to link yourself with it.
This is like one of those Diablo items. Must be attuned by A. Alright, well, it's worth a shot. You rolled another 1 on a D10.
It was meant to be.
You like that?
Oh, it's
Buddy.
It's like,
the curse has followed you into roll 20.
But you rolled a 1.
That's awful.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Mal.
That's better than my,
It
better
goes
than
from
my HP rolling.
Oh yeah.
God.
That was great.
Alright, well. I will just put it in my backpack. Or, like,
No, it's
release
too
it to
big.
my backpack, tie it to the back of it.
Yeah, I mean, you can hang it off your pack or whatever.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And while we're sitting there for a minute just to try, can I attempt just to use 5 points of lay on hands on Cell to see if it does anything?
Yeah. Yeah. It does.
It's only diseases and poisons, I think,
Yeah.
or one effect.
Yeah, you dump the 5 into her, and it shows you see no physical differences in her symptoms.
Okay.
Yeah, she just looks
Figured
really weak.
yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of had to.
Eyes are sunken in, cheeks seem like a little gaunt. She looks a little frail, more pale than she has been lately.
Than usual.
The new normal.
Yeah. All right. Anybody else want to do anything during this hour?
Hey, just as a side thing, I had it said 27 hit points. I don't know if that was from my last game.
You're gonna be at full hit points.
Okay, that's what I
The
thought. I
rest.
just
Yeah,
wanted to
so
make
reset
sure
everything.
that-
Like you get all your spell slots back.
Yep.
All your wild shapes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're back. You're back to good.
Okay, that's what I.
Should probably take this minute to find out loot for Grim as well. amongst all of us.
Yes.
While we're here.
Say again? What?
I was saying we need to divvy up loot while we're waiting.
Okay. Yeah, now would be a good time to do all that.
Divvy up loot.
Yeah. So I found... What's it? Gosh. I have to go back in chat logs. There it is.
I got quite the booty, as it were.
I think I are talking about it because I haven't seen it.
What's wrong?
I said, are you gonna talk about it? Because I haven't seen anything.
Oh, yeah, sure. Here, let me just,
Counting out copper pieces and putting it in piles, and then silver pieces and putting it into piles. And
Oh, okay. Let's see. My, what I found, we got, silver, copper. So, 392, if I could recall correctly. Yeah. Ooh, the silver is going to take a little bit to count here. Probably like 5 minutes to count the silver because there's.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, everybody who has whatever, if you want to divvy it up now, that's cool. Be a perfect time. I'm getting more coffee. Be right back.
I've got the chat log right here, Z. I'm adding them both together.
Okay.
Cool. I'll be right back.
Okay. 2,631 silver pieces between the two of us. You found 273 gold.
And 6 plat.
I found 927 gold. It's 1,200 gold. It's pretty good. I might just keep all this for myself.
Yeah, dude.
So then that's 79 platinum. And then we found a total of 10 large purple crystals. Keeping that war pick. That just fits Cade so well.
Yeah, I have 3 of the crystal.
Yeah, I'm including that in this.
Yeah, just making sure. Alright.
Alright, and then I had a vial with liquid. I think Eric said that was a potion of healing. Or something. Actually, no. He gave me a description of it. It was light brown, medium brown, and dark brown. Like textures, and I couldn't mix them together.
Would my herbalism kit be able to figure it out?
Oh, he went to grab coffee.
Yeah. Well, once he's back, I'm gonna see if I can use my herbalism kit. While I'm just here, I might as well just like roll it, and if it's not going to be anything, then it's just
I'm saving this as loot.
Damn, yeah, I would know what's going on with that shit.
Is that a natty?
No.
Almost. Not quite. But my herbalism kit, I have like a +9
Jesus
modifier.
Christ.
Yeah.
Alright, so out of that loot pile, guys, saving this.
And girls.
And girls, ladies. Loot.
Women.
Aw,
We
you
got.
call me a lady.
You're a lady.
I am a lady.
We got 566 copper pieces, 2,631 silver pieces, 1,200 gold pieces, 79 platinum pieces, 10 large purple crystals, and a poop-colored brown potion.
And I'm gonna try
And
to
I'm
figure
keeping
out
the war
that.
pick
And the shield, apparently. Okay.
and the shield. I wanna have it identified. Do you know? Can you ritual cast identify? No.
I'm a sorcerer, dude. I can't ritual cast
Rudy,
anything.
can you ritual cast identify?
I cannot this time. I can help. That's. Is that Rudy? Man?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. What does he have?
I just heard Cell on the background go, eh?
It's identified.
Rudy, do you know the identify spell?
Don't think so. I can look at it. It's pretty.
Is
He doesn't have identify.
alright. Emmerin does. That's kind of his thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do it too.
Maybe he'd trade me the shield for the boots.
I think Lectus can do it.
Can Lectus cast Identify? Did he do that before?
Or maybe the mouse can, but I don't.
Oh,
The
no.
mouse is magic.
I could turn it into a mouse and hang out.
So
with
how
the
many
mouse.
people are we divvying this loot up between?
We have to give Grim a share, and we have to give Elle a share. And I don't know
Yep.
if Cora needs
That's
a
what
share,
saying,
but
to
we
pay off
give
her
Cora a
student
share.
Alright, so
If Cora refuses her share, then we can just divide it back up. But
between 8 people. Damn.
I want to make sure that I'm probably going to give half my gold to help with Rudy. Whatever platinum I end up with, I'm going to just give to Mal.
Okay, don't keep it. No, that's not his character.
Well,
Eric, are you back?
Yeah, I've been back. Hopefully.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Dividing up the copper pieces. Do I need to round down or up? Because it's like 70.75 for 8 people.
No, you can't divide.
someone will just get a couple more. Or
There'll be extra. There will be remainders.
yeah, just I think the remainders go to Rudy
Yeah.
and his care. Is that okay with everybody?
yes, sure. It's not like I'm buying anything.
Alright. Oh, Eric, Zariah rolled to see if she could tell what that brown potion was.
And I got a 23.
Oh,
I am wise.
brown
I'm
potion.
very wise. So wise.
Let me see. No, it's not going to reveal anything.
Okay.
Okay.
It's more arcane in nature.
Jesus. 28.
Brown potion. No, that potion
I have
has
an idea.
That's the one that has the 3 layers of different colors, brown colors, that don't mix.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The herbalism kit does not reveal the properties of this liquid.
So would I conclude that it's probably something more arcane?
More what?
Would I conclude to be something, I guess, more of an alchemist kind of kit?
You can conclude that your knowledge does not cover this.
Okay. Yes. Yes, sir.
So I have an idea for these party funds, or for this gold. I kind of already said it. We could give Grim, Cora, and Elle a slice,
I'm fine with that.
and then the rest we just kind of divvy into party funds.
No. I have my own separate. I do not participate in party friends. You guys can do whatever you want. I want my share.
I'm fine with party funds, and I really don't need much. And I think if I did need something that would be helpful for all of us, which is pretty much what I buy these days, we could. I'm sure the party would like to make sure I can have something like that. So if you want to do party funds, I'm completely fine with that. Do we still have that bank account?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. I have to give you a share eventually.
Yeah. I think just having, as long as I can have a little bit of hand money, then I'm fine.
I'm saving up for a storefront property.
I'm doing the math on it right now. Hang on, guys. That one was easy. That one was a gold piece. Damn it. Hang on.
All right, so while this is all being divvied up and whatnot,
Yeah, sorry.
what else is going on?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So what am I missing? What's going on?
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me
Oh.
now?
I can, yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
But
Can you hear me, Eric?
Yeah. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So what's going on? I know coins are being divvied up.
Yeah. I'm dividing it right now.
All right. So cells. All right. So everybody's resting. Anybody else doing anything special?
No.
I'm just at Celeste's bedside, just observing her and make sure there's like no changes, and see if there's anything
Okay.
I can do to
Alright.
make her more comfortable.
So I'm gonna, just because I had to get loose change to get it to divide evenly, I'll give out extras to whoever wants it. But I'm typing it up now.
What do you mean divide evenly? Just divide it, and whatever coins are left over are left over.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was taking some off to see how much would be left over if it was divided evenly. I'm probably putting way too much math into it.
Probably. And then that was combined with Z stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So how many copper total?
566.
566. All right. So divided by 8. It's gonna be like what, 70 something?
It would be like 70 point whatever.
All right. So yeah. So it'll be 70 something. Then whatever's left over, just put that to the side. How much silver?
2,631.
2,600. Divide that by 8. It's gonna be like 3 and change. Right.
Should have been 328 some
Okay.
change, I think it was.
Yeah. So all right. Yeah. This is simple math. So everybody gets their shares or whatever. Who's holding Grimm's and Cora's share?
Elle will do it.
Okay. And Elle, she's kind of happy, because she's been traveling for a while, and you guys really haven't come across too much coin. So you can tell she's dreaming of a suit of plate mail or something, or whatever. I don't know what she's dreaming of, but she's happy to see some coin.
I don't think we have enough gold for a suit
Or
of plate
whatever
mail.
she's looking for, she's. Well, maybe I can buy a new wagon. Whatever she's doing. So, all right, cool. So an hour goes by. No instances or anything that disrupt the short rest. What are you all doing now?
Heading outside to see if the boat's there.
Okay. Yeah, they're still out there fishing, and they haven't caught anything, or at least you don't see anything. No bites or anything, and they're just hanging out. They see you. Coming. Nope, still not here yet.
All right.
It's gonna be a couple hours easily because you know, the trip to Illywick is probably a good 3 hours each way. You know,
how long would it take me to swim there?
how long would it take you to swim?
Yeah.
Your movement is you have a swim speed of 30, right?
I think so, yeah. But I could probably turn. I wonder if there's something to turn into to swim fast, or.
Well, with a swim speed of 30 and no issues, you could probably make it in about an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to see what I can morph into that has a good swim speed. I could do a shark, right?
But how will the rest of us get there?
I'm so that I can make sure that, or maybe I can swim around for a boat. Or I'm just trying to be helpful. I don't know.
I know. I think we're just gonna have to wait, guys. Wait a few hours for the boats to come back. I mean, that's.
Oh, that's boring. Can we go check that door that's still closed?
Can I turn into maybe if I did a whale, we can all just ride on.
Oh, you'd love that. Take a ride on the Z Express. Oh well. Are there any size restrictions for you? Can you do gargantuan?
No, just the CR restrictions of 30. I don't think I can be a big whale, but I might be. I could probably be a big enough whale, maybe.
Like an orc?
I know I can't be. Yeah. Whale.
What about an elephant?
I could be an elephant.
Have you seen
I
one?
think.
I don't think you've seen an elephant.
Okay.
Or a whale?
Oh yeah.
Whales,
Have I seen
possibly.
them?
I mean, not like killer whales, but maybe some of the whales that would be in like not Arctic waters, but you know, like northern United States, without hitting Washington yet. So a little south of that, whatever. You know, I'm not I don't know too much about marine biology.
Yeah. Well.
You should have a list, right, of things. I think I gave you a list
Yeah.
of things you can turn into.
Yeah, I'm looking for that in my Discord. There's a couple things I don't think I can do. So that's too high of a CR.
Rudy, you want to go
Things I've
fishing with
seen.
them?
I could go. I mean, I'm not much of a.
Yes, I want to try. I'm bored.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that'll keep him occupied.
Yeah, so Alexis, you know, he'll come and, oh, you want to try and catch some
that's a
fish here?
shot.
Well, here, give this a shot. And he, you know, he'll hand you like the simple cane fishing rod, and he uses his, you know, he pulls the like it's like a little cork with a crude hook on it and like a worm, and he uses his, you know, he snaps his finger and a mage hand comes out. He's like, all right, well, I hold the rod here with this hand, and then with this hand I go and place this where I want it to be, and then I can use the mage hand to jiggle it a little bit. But some of the simpler people, they just wiggle the rod. And he just kind of shows it to you, and then he hands it off to you. You know, and he's like, just be
Sweet.
real patient.
Patience. Right.
It's like, it's not so much about fishing. It's not so much about catching fish as it is about fishing. You'll understand when you get older.
Okay, fishing about fishing. Got it.
Yeah, so, you know, you just kind of do that. And he's sitting, you know, in the dark, on the dock, excuse me. You know, his feet dangling off, having some fun. Let me get a survival check from Rudy while he's out there.
Yeah, Rudy's gonna try to imitate him backwards. He's gonna sit with his feet dangling almost at the same time. You said a what survival?
Yes. All right. Yeah. As soon as he hands it over to Rudy, you feel a tug, you know, at the end of the rod or whatever, and you kind of whip it out and you pull up like a little panfish. He's like, well, there you go. You know, so he gets his mage hand and he takes it off the hook and he throws it back in the water. And he's like, go ahead, give it another shot, son. Nobody's that lucky. Go ahead,
But you threw it back inside.
Well, oh, did you want to eat it? We have food inside. I mean, if you want to eat it, you can eat it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
No, but okay, I'll try again.
Cool. Yep. As soon as you throw it back, as soon as the hook hits the water, boom, another one jumps on. You know, and he's kind of looking at you like, what the hell? You know, like that kind of deal. You know, he's been out here for who knows how long, and he's obviously not catching anything. And Rudy's just there, like, you know, popping the fish out.
Yeah, he just looks at them like kind of confused, and then he opens the fish and throws it back in. Like, okay, this is how you fish.
Yeah.
This is what fishing means: catch it and release it. So he's gonna do that again.
All right, let
Just
me get
pass
another
it.
one. Let me do it just for fun.
Gosh.
All right, this one, the hook actually sits there for a good half a minute before something jumps on it. You know, but another one does come really quick. He's like, wow, you got a real knack for this thing, son. You sure you don't know what you're doing?
No, we had a little lake back in town, but nothing like this. Big. And there's mermaids in this lake too. Have you seen any mermaids?
No, can't say I have.
Yeah, there was like one. Actually, there was two, maybe three. I think there was two.
Right. Okay. Well, yeah.
This guy just thinks.
He's like, you can, what's Rudy's passive insight? I know it's decent. It's above like a 13, right?
Oh yes.
You can tell
Big
he's
time.
a little like envious of your fishing skills.
16.
What is it?
Yeah, no, he doesn't have any. He doesn't have any ill wills toward him. He's just like, he thinks that this is what fishing is. You catch it, you release it.
No, I know that,
So
but Rudy can tell that, you know, Lactus is a little envious of his fishing ability.
Here, let me help you. Maybe if I help you, you can do better.
Well,
Let
you're
me
gonna help
teach you from the 7-year-old.
Hey, 8.
All right. Sure thing. Show me what you got, son.
Yeah, so he's gonna show him.
All right. So I'm gonna have him roll a survival with advantage because Rudy's helping.
That's awesome.
Do it.
Natty 1.
Oh. It's taking some time, and you know Rudy's probably
Wait, that's not an advantage.
you know, so you know he's taking some time and stuff, and you know fish like jumps on and he goes to set the hook, and like the fish falls off, and he like kind of like you can tell he's blaming Rudy. He's like, hold on, kid, I need some space, you know. Oh, I didn't do the advantage. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Not 20.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh shit, real close.
Yes.
And he's like, yeah. He's like, that's what I'm talking. You see this? Look at this boy.
Yeah. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, this is great. Wow, this is good. You got something special. I like that. So I mean, he goes to like, do you want this? You know, he pulls off the little sunfish. It's like a little perch. He's like, you know, the mage.
No,
the
no,
mage
he
hand
was
is
to
like
throw it
holding
back.
this. Okay, so he drops it back in the water. You know, like
Bye, fishy.
you know, swims away.
That was adorable.
Oh.
What else is going on?
Just waiting on those boats, man.
Yeah, if we had a little... If we had a cart, I could be a draft horse.
Oh, I don't have that spell ready. I was gonna say I could find steed.
Well, I can be a draft horse.
I know, but if you did that and we did find steed, you have 2
Yeah.
horses. Faster.
Yeah. Does anybody have Phantom Steed?
I can be a horse.
You can be I think you can be a horse, can't you?
I don't have
Yeah.
a wagon or anything. So.
Oh.
I can be an ox. But that's still no wagon. Huh.
Oh.
We need to get a wagon.
We had one back in. Where was that, Mom? Was the one with the goblins? I think it stayed at town. Oh.
Can I go over to sell?
She's peacefully sleeping. Let her be.
Yeah, what's up? What do you want to do?
Just want to sit there, make sure she's okay.
Okay. Yeah, she just looks like she's had the life drained out of her.
Yeah, and I've been sitting vigil, watching her. I'm sure there's any changes and putting like a cool cloth on her head and that kind of stuff.
Just making sure. Are we still in the old map or outside?
In the what? I'm sorry.
On the map, are we outside or are we inside?
I mean, I guess it's split. A couple of people are probably outside on the dock, fishing, relaxing. Some people are inside this room resting.
Okay.
So you can be there.
Okay. Yeah, Rudy will be outside.
Okay. All right. So anybody else outside?
Yep.
Kate, that's you, right?
Kate's inside.
Kate. Oh yeah, Kate's
I'm
inside.
outside.
Who's outside?
Oh.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
I was outside with Sil.
I'm inside. Yeah, I'm inside with Cell.
All right. So Z, Kate are by Cell. Mal and Larissa,
Yeah,
where are you?
I would have.
You can't leave now.
I knew he had a soft spot. Oh.
Tyler ran off.
Mal is sitting in that cage,
L. Okay.
talking about soft spots. Wink.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
All right. I don't know where Tyler is. All right.
Yeah,
Let's assume
he's talking.
I don't hear him.
You don't hear him?
No. I hear everybody but him.
He said Larissa is outside with Rudy because they're bonding, because why not?
Okay.
And then he said Mal is over by Cade and Sil,
Okay.
talking about soft spots.
Soft spot. All right. That's weird that I can't hear him though. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I don't even know if you guys are talking about me. All right. Cool. He pretends to be asleep. Okay.
Pretends to be.
No, I'm just kidding. He's like you before. I'm surrounded by you two, and I'm like, no, not today. Go back to sleep.
All right. So is anything special happening by the time those boats get back?
We're just sitting waiting on the boats. Did he leave?
All right.
Back.
Cool.
Can Eric hear me now?
Eric can hear you now. Yes.
Okay, I just reconnected as
Okay,
well.
cool.
Everything I said was factual, Eric. Don't believe a word.
Everything he said was a lie.
All right. So if nobody's doing anything, then can we just like fast forward?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay. About 4 hours or so go by, and Rudy and Larissa see one of these canoes coming back. And it has a woman in a brown robe approaching, and she's by herself. She has
Who?
fair skin, very light blonde hair, almost white, and there's a staff, very wizardly looking staff in her hands, and she stands up as the boat comes to the dock. The force field around the canoe, shimmers, and Lectus and Ethor go running up to the boat, and they're like, "Oh, milady, what brings you here?" And that's where we're gonna take a break. So we'll see everyone back in about 15 minutes or so. Okay? It's almost 8 o'clock. So
Okey-dokey.
yeah, so 8:15.
Yes.
We will get back together. All right. See you,
Nom
everybody in Twitch land. Also, real quick, for the people who are watching, we do have a competition going on the Facebook page, facebook.com/the D20 Initiative, for hitting 250 likes. We're going to be doing a very simple like, share, comment, competition to win a free Incarnate map made by us. And that's that. So, yeah, we'll be back shortly. See you in a bit. Bye.
you're still here. Guess not.
What did we trade with him?
Oh, I was messing with him because Eric couldn't hear him.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. That was funny.
Oh, my hip just popped. I felt the old in that one. Oh. Oh, goodness. All right. I'm going to go out here and check on tech support and my little tech support babies. So,
Tech support babies.
tech support babies. I'll be back.
Bye.
Hello.
Hello.
Alright. Did I miss anything?
Hey, Eric, I need just another minute or two.
That's
The wife's not feeling too good,
Uh-oh.
so
Yeah, no worries.
I'll purr out just a little bit. I'll,
Sure.
I'll let you know when I'm coming back.
Alright, cool.
You guys just go ahead and keep going, though.
Alright. Danny, you're out? You back yet?
I'm here.
Alright.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay. Alright, so Larissa and Rudy, you're the ones outside, and you see this elven woman approaching the boat, and Alexis and Thor go run up to her and greet her. Oh, hello, my lady. What brings you here? And she just kind of looks at them, and she takes Thor's hand to help her get out of the canoe, but she doesn't say anything. And she just kind of walks by both of them, and then approaches Rudy and Larissa. Just kind of looks at them, and then walks past them inside. She enters. And as she leaves or whatever, you see, Alexis talking to Thor, and I wonder why she's here. This is interesting.
Ah.
And Thor is like, well, yes, it is interesting. Oh, what in the world? And then they start
I'm back.
walking towards the front of the temple, the staircase.
Can I ask them who's that?
Who, Rudy?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, my microphone keeps cutting off, but yeah, he was asking, who's that?
Like this, he responds, he's like, that there's Soriana Dreamweaver. She's one of the lead enchanters with the Tomatorium of Eliwick.
Oh, that explains it.
Explains what?
Oh, nothing.
Okay. Excuse me. Like, I wonder why she's here. It's not often that she leaves the town, and she's definitely not wearing her more common garb, so to speak. Oh well, she didn't say anything to me. So I'll let her do her business.
Can you say that name one more time?
No, Soriana. Soreanna. Dreamweaver.
Sorneaa.
Soreanna. Soriana.
Dreamweaver.
Dreamweaver.
What was her title one more time?
Oh, she you weren't there.
Just for notes.
For notes. She was one of the lead enchanters at the Tomatorium.
Your kind and generous god.
No, the Tomatorium is the academy in Eliwick. Yes. Yes, sorry. Alright, so the people who are inside the room, they can hear, like healed footsteps coming from the hallway. They echo, go, 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 go. And then the footsteps turn to the north, and you hear them going down the hallway to the north of you.
Which way? Down the hallway?
I'm sorry?
Which down the hallway?
Well, the footsteps come to the down the main hallway, and then you're just to the south. You hear the footsteps turn north, and then they start going down the hallway to the north.
Okay.
Cade would have poked his head out to see who was coming down the hallway.
I mean, you can see the back of, someone, long, blondish white hair, about 5.5 feet tall, brown robes, and she's just walking down the hallway, going north away from you. She has a staff.
Well, maybe she could help Celestina out, Rudy. Which way did she go?
I mean, if you poke your head out, you can see her walking down the hallway, and then she makes a right turn at the very end.
Excuse me.
She stops and looks back. Doesn't say anything. You can see, she's definitely high elven.
If I may borrow a moment of your time, Rudy here tells me you come from a temple. Ma'am, what was her name, Rudy?
Wait, Rudy came inside after?
That's what I thought, yeah.
See, I don't know what Tante's doing.
You can't hear her?
No. I can't hear anybody. Except I hear you. Let me refresh real quick. Alright, hello? Anybody? Oh, there you go.
It's never
Hello.
before.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay, yeah, so I don't know what's going on. Who?
Yeah, Rudy was coming in after her.
And told Kate that there's this lady from the temple, and she seems to come from Emerald's little place because she didn't say hi or anything. Her name is, I think he said Soriana? Or Soriana?
Madam Soriana, if I may. We were sent here by Imran to help clear this temple of whatever evil is set upon it. During a battle, one of our clerics was gravely wounded, and she's currently struggling to get back to full health, but we feel like we may need some sort of clerical intervention to a higher power than her own.
She's kind of like...
Would you
she's looking at you like, down the hallway. Kind of tilts her head, listens. She starts walking towards everybody. I'm sorry, what happened exactly?
We encountered some sort of vine creature, necrotic in nature, down below, that was locked in a sarcophagus, surrounded by a bunch of very colorful mushrooms, and it was quite a powerful being. Ended up wounding our cleric pretty badly.
I see.
And
which one of you is the cleric?
I point to the one passed out on the floor.
Alright, she kind of just like walks by you and goes and kneels by Celestina's body, and she does like a quick little incantation, and her hand begins to glow like a very pale pink, like a pinkish white, and her eyes glow the pinkish white as well, and she kind of like with her fingers spread out, kind of like runs it over her body and like kind of uses it almost like a scanner, and she's like, well, this isn't something that I really deal with personally, but perhaps getting her back to the temple might be in your best interest.
Very well.
What a novel idea.
The shot.
But tell me of this sarcophagus. What else did you see down here?
Well, in the sarcophagus, after we had defeated it, I had searched it, obviously, to see if anything was inside, and the bottom fell out. Led to, I don't know, and maybe another passage of sorts. We haven't gone down there yet. We were waiting until our cleric had been healed. We were possibly going to come back and
That seems
finish.
That seems intelligent. The sun room with the circle. Was
Yes.
there anything seen in there?
Yes.
Well,
It was further back. We had discovered a switch that had opened the room previously.
I see.
It was a combination switch that needed to be put in a certain order in order to unlock the room that the sarcophagus was in.
No, not that one. The sunroom. There was a circular platform with
Yes.
like a sun etched in it.
That wasn't clear, though. When we went down, how would you know about that?
What are you talking about?
What do you mean, what am I talking about?
Did you open that?
I'm onto your games, DM.
Hello. Hello? I can't hear anybody.
Really? Can
Really?
you hear me?
Okay, yes, I can hear you now, yeah.
Celestina was talking as Rudy.
I didn't hear her.
Discord.
Oh, Discord. I didn't hear. Why is it only me though?
I don't know,
I
man.
don't know.
Let me,
Can you hear me now?
yes.
Eric,
Yes, can you hear me?
can you
Awesome.
hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I'll just repeat, like Rudy just told her that, well, when we were in that room, the last time, it really got really, really dark, and then this thing came out of the circle, and it attacked us really hard, and then we shot at it, and we took it down, and it was like really nasty. It was just like green things all over the place.
Just, but why is nobody answering my question? We had to bust down doors and clear mushrooms to get to that room. How does she know about that?
Cora.
Okay.
Also, Cora's back
I
to
got-
town.
I'm sorry?
No, Cora's back in town. That's good. Yeah, she was there, and we were in the room when it got dark.
Well, yes, that's why I'm here. She told me, so... I'm asking, your side. What happened?
Are you like her teacher?
Yes. One of, yes. I'm one of the lead enchanters with the Tomatorium, Soriana Dreamweaver.
Ah, I'm Rudy.
Pleasure.
Well, Madam Soriana, I believe we'll be taking Celestina here to see Imran here shortly. Is there anything that you require while we're here?
Well, I'd like for you to tell me what happened down there, what you saw. Not from the sarcophagus so much as the room with the sun.
Oh. I wasn't there for that session.
That's it. Like we found like a wall, and it had like a very, very mean trap, some kind of spring-loaded something, and it hurt Mamos really bad. But then we went down, and we tried a couple combinations to open that.
I'm terribly sorry. How old are you, son?
The boy is educated, ma'am. You should listen to him.
I understand that, but...
He's also 8.
8 years old. I don't even remember what it was like to be 8 years old. But of everybody here, why is he the one speaking?
Why not?
Because he was the one watching the sun
Circle
circle room
room.
with Cora.
Okay. Very well. She goes and sits down at the bench and uses a mage hand and picks like a couple of strawberries off that table. And she's like, okay, you were saying?
He's gonna go and sit in front of her, like cross-legged. Like I'm gonna story here.
Yeah.
So let me tell you this: we were in that room because we found a secret door down below. But after all the mushrooms that kept exploding on us, so we went and we tried to pull the lever to open the door that was glowing because we couldn't break it. Well, Grim couldn't break it, and Kate couldn't break it, and I didn't try, and Mamos didn't try, and Larissa didn't try either. But we couldn't break the door, so we went to play with the lever, and when the lever went, I think it went east, the room got dark. Me and Cora were inside the room, and it got really dark, and then all this noise came somewhere. I think from the hole, maybe the hole opened, or at least we saw afterwards the hole opened, and there was just darkness, and this big blob thing came out, and he attacked us, and he attacked Cora really bad. Like she really got hit really hard, but we took her out, and then we shot at the thing, and then we killed it. And there was like a lot of nasty things down there, a lot of nasty things. But yeah, so we killed it, and then the room cleared off, and there was no more of that thing anymore. So we went back downstairs, and what did we do? I think we tried again. I don't know what the combination was this time, but we tried another combination, and the door opened. It has a barrier. See, it has a barrier. You couldn't just open it or hit it. You had to actually combine the locks somehow. So the barrier got down, and then the door went down, and then it opened, and that's how we got to the sarcophagus room.
I see. Okay, but I'm more curious about the sunroom. You say there were a lot of nasty things. Could you be a little bit more specific? I've seen a lot of nasty things in my
It
time.
was a giant
We have a sample.
glob. And Lectus has the sample.
Like
Yeah.
But there was a giant, like, mass of blood and stuff.
Okay. What was in the hole after? Did anybody look?
Nobody went down the hole after?
It seemed very deep, so we closed it to make sure that nothing was coming back up.
Okay. One moment, please. She stands up, takes another. Go ahead, roll. She takes another bite of a strawberry, and she starts walking back up to the outside. She doesn't seem any different than any other high elf person out there that you noticed from that town. Yeah, go for it. So she leaves the room that you're in. Same thing with you. I mean, she seems like she's about business. She does. You're not getting the warm fuzzies that she wants to like hang out and see how everybody's doing. She's here for a reason. All right. So she leaves.
She leaves?
Yeah.
And Rudy trail her? And he's gonna be like, it's really dangerous still. I don't think you should be alone. There's like all these shadows, and there's this room full of statues, and the shadows come out of the walls.
She just smiles.
This poor lady.
She just smiles, and I mean, she doesn't stop you from following her, or
I just want to see where she's going. I'm not gonna go like down a level. I'm just gonna like keep a distance. Like
she goes outside.
Maybe shouldn't go up.
She goes back upstairs.
Leaving. Mal, I think we should go.
I mean, we wouldn't have enough room for all of us to go on that boat anyway. I don't think. What's the canoe size again?
The canoe will hold 6 medium creatures.
6?
Yeah.
Just enough.
All right, so...
Just enough, follower!
So, everybody's gonna follow her?
Absolutely. I'm picking up Cell.
Okay. All right, cool. So everybody goes and, hustles after this moment outside. Like, don't leave us. And she goes and
don't leave us, Mom.
She goes and speaks with Lectus. Like kind of privately, like maybe 20 feet away. Like she pulls Lectus away from Ingthor, excuse me. And they're speaking, and he produces the vial that Mamos had given him, and hands it to her. And she kind of, you see her uncork it, and she takes like her pinky nail and sticks it in, and takes a little tiny bit of that black tar-like substance now, and she kind of like smells it a little bit. And then she kind of like
don't taste it.
And then she doesn't taste it. She like kind of like scrapes the back of her nail, to like put it back in the jar, and then puts it in her pouch. And her other finger, she kind of just like quickly snaps, and you can see like the dirt kind of wisp away, like one of those Tide commercials, where the grass stains get lifted out, kind of like that. And then she comes back and approaches everybody else who's, like clogging the entrance now.
Creeping at the doorway, everybody's stacked, like staring out at her.
Yeah. So she's like, okay, the thing that you encountered, it's an elemental, but from a twisted plane. It's a combination of necromancy and water, and the proper term of that creature is it's a blood elemental, and they're usually used as guardians, and there was something inside of that thing, that sunroom with it. So I'm curious as to what that was.
Me too.
Zariah.
Danny?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sorry,
Right.
I was on mute because my cat.
You're good.
Yes, dear.
The shadow thing that you saw, or the foggy thing that you saw,
Fog.
did it come from the sunroom?
That's a good question.
You saw.
Yeah, she was pointing to it.
You saw a foggy
All I saw was
creature.
that was came from behind.
And it left out.
Yes.
Can you show me, please?
Okay.
Just show me. Bring me to the area, and then you can even use the boat if you need to get back to the town.
Thank you so much. Well, okay, let's get back to the area.
All right, so everybody's gonna lead her to the room.
Ruby wants to go.
Or who wants to take her to the room? How about that?
I'll
take
take
her.
her to the room.
All right,
Well,
Rudy and
I'm
I will
going-
stay with Cell.
Okay.
I saw the thing leave, so I should
Yep.
show.
all right, cool.
And Elle is with me.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so, and
Creepy music.
my DM message was a little vague. I don't know what behind us was at this point.
Okay.
Okay.
So I was here when that happened. Around there.
Well, the thing is, okay,
So
you're gonna take her to this room. This is the room she's interested in.
okay.
Okay, so Mel, Melissa, Z, I guess would be in the front, leading. Rudy, Sol, and Kate. Okay, cool. All right. So she's in here with you. And starts walking around. And you could tell, like when she goes to step onto the floor, at first, like it's a little slippery. She catches herself, with her staff. It's like this here. She starts looking around. She approaches the edge of the circle, and she does a quick cast, like, and her eyes glow that pink again in her hand, and she scans the area. She's like, I'm not getting anything. Okay, where did you see that thing?
The wisp I saw. Eric, you're gonna have to help me.
Oh, you saw it leave, like you were in this
Behind,
room
yeah.
to the left, and it left
Yeah,
from that room there.
behind us. Did it go through a wall? Did it go through?
Alright, so she goes and she starts looking around. And she casts another spell. And she starts like kind of scanning the area. She's like, still not getting anything. And what's everyone's passive survival?
Everyone in that room.
I'm not sorry, not everyone. The rest of Mal and Z.
Shit, I can't do that.
Mal is 11 and Elle is 11.
Mine's probably high because that's wisdom. So my passive perception. It's not a form. Okay. So what is that? Modifier plus what to make passive?
It's gonna be
It's
your
10 plus
wisdom.
your survival.
Yeah.
Oh, 10 plus survival. Okay, so 10 plus is 15.
What is it? I lost you. Hello?
I has the wisdom.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Can you hear me or no?
I can hear you.
Yes.
Can hear you now.
Yes. All right. Cool. Cool. All right. So what were you saying? I'm sorry.
Oh, mine's 15.
15.
Did you
Okay.
hear that?
All right. Looking around, you know, as she's moving around and scanning, you pick up like a really faint trail of moisture on the ground. It's like super, super faint, but you can, you know, with your heightened senses and whatnot, and you know, you could see like, you know, like a little accumulation of little tiny droplets that are kind of forming a trail on the ground.
Okay, I point these out. So there's a trail. Do you see that? The trail from these droplets?
All right, after you point it out, you know, she'll kind of notice it, and she does like another spell, you know, and you can see like her eyes, you know, they're glowing that pinkish again, and they you can see like the irises like growing, like allowing all this extra light in, and she starts looking around and she sniffs the air. She's like, this.
Should we follow the path?
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay.
And it's like, I mean, the trail, it kind of, like, can you see where I'm picking up here where this yellow group is?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so like it kind of stops over in that area, and it starts at like one of these edges, you know, like up here, and it just kind of like moves around, you know, like sporadically. You can see like it just goes like right through the shrooms, you know, so like it'll split up, you know, as it like kind of like goes past the shrooms and whatever. And then the trail actually goes, like the freshest part of the trail seems like it's leaving the room, going to the south and the east of where you are. No, the other way. Like down here. Yes.
Okay. Who should be in front? Do you want me to be in front? Oh. I can see if I can pick up a set and see if it helps us along. If I were some kind of animal that can do that, would that be helpful?
I mean, we could certainly try.
Okay. With my I will dire have dark vision. I'm just getting some of the dark vision and that's big in case. I gotta be able to get through things from a dire.
Yeah. I mean, dire wolves. You know, you're gonna take up a 2x2 square.
Okay.
You know, so you know you can fit through these tunnels. I mean, it's a little tight for you, but you can fit.
Yeah.
No worries.
Okay. They don't have dark vision. I thought they did. Do you have dark vision? Because it's still pretty dark down there, right?
Yeah. I mean, there are a couple like torches or whatever where she's providing light.
Okay. Maybe I don't need that. I do like being a lion and peeing on things.
Alright, figure it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a lion.
Alright.
I'll do direwolf and then, yeah, that's a little bit better with in case we have to fight. Okay, yeah, I go with that. Direwolf, I choose you.
Alright. Do I have a wolf token? I think I have one.
I can't remember. Too.
I have one.
I think so, because I think Rudy was.
Bear, Rudy. Alright, we're gonna use Rudy's for now. Alright, that's you. Alright, then we'll just put you to the side somewhere.
Okay.
Or we'll use your token for her, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, what are you doing?
So the trail, gonna follow the trail. Oh, I can't move it. I don't have control over the wolfie.
I can barely hear you. Say again?
I can see it. I can't control it.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
That's no problem.
Okay, you should be able to move it now.
Okay. And you said that. Okay, the path went away.
Yeah,
Is
the
it
path
this
is,
way?
yeah, kind of like, swirls around in that room with the sun circle. And then it kind of
Okay.
goes to the south and east.
Okay. So I squeeze my way through here. Probably half speed then, huh?
What?
When there's only like 1.5. And I kind of motion to follow. And I sniff it out. I'm trying to pick up any sense I can. Should I do some kind of thing for that?
Yeah, let me get a survival with advantage.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Okay. You go back.
Yeah, I think I
You
might
know,
pick something up.
You go
If there's
back
anything to be picked up.
the ring. Where that.
I've been rolling awesome.
Where that blood elemental kind of
Battle.
came out. Can you hear me? Can you hear me or no? Why can't you hear me? Nobody can hear me.
I can hear you.
Oh, you can? Okay. What about anybody else?
You went robot
Sorry.
voiced for a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back.
All right. So yeah, you're picking up the strongest scent from where like the blood elemental actually crawled out of that pit. So it's like that's kind of where you're going, and the trail of droplets, the mist, as you get closer to it and really use your wolf senses, you can pick up traces of that same coagulated blood inside the droplets, and it's going southeast.
Can I yeah. So southeast. So we're going to where the arrow's going.
Yeah, but
Should I wait for
going in
others
two
here?
different directions.
Is it?
Yeah.
Which way? Or oh, east. Okay. Yep. Sorry, my directions are not like a diary. All right. I motion forward
Okay.
and like as if to say, follow me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, I guess we're.
I'll just stay a few ahead of them. I sniff this bloody stuff.
Okay.
Oh, that's some bloody stuff.
Let me get. All right. So she's gonna kind of like stay right behind you and provide light. I'm gonna use your token to represent her. So Mal,
Okay.
Mal and Larissa. All right, cool. So as you're examining like this area here, let me get a perception check from you. Or actually, no. Let me get medicine with advantage, please. Holy shit! Look at you.
Damn.
You are picking up, like, okay, so this area, it was a deadfall, so a bunch of rocks came falling from the ceiling and crushed a bunch of people. You're picking up some blood in here that's probably less than half a day old. It's like it's inside the rocks. You'd have to like move stuff around, but there's definitely something semi-fresh coming from this particular area.
I'm gonna see if I can dig a little bit. Maybe.
All right. I mean, you could start moving stuff around, with your your nose or your snout or your paws or whatever. I mean, it's gonna take some time.
I'm indicating that I want to we've stopped, and I'm doing it. So hopefully, and look at them like, raw.
Right.
You want to help?
All right. She kind of steps back a little bit, and then she looks at you and she's like, "This'll help make you stronger." And she does like a quick little incantation, and her hand glows that like pinkish, soft pinkish hue, and she goes to touch you. And your whole body gets kind of quickly covered with this pinkish energy before it fades away, and she casts enhanced ability. The bull,
awesome.
the bull strength one. So you get those benefits of that spell. And,
awesome. And I give a howl once I'm getting this. I'm like, ooh! As I can feel the surge and stuff.
Everybody we're here. That's okay.
Yes.
Sorry, I had a surge of shit.
That's all right.
I had a howl.
Yeah, you're moving some stuff around, and it's easier because you have this this newfound strength. You're just grabbing rocks with your mouth and just kind of moving stuff to the side and whatnot. And you don't like as you come underneath when you start to move things around. You actually wind up like touching some still wet blood with your nose as you move it around.
Can I tell anything about the blood? Like what kind of blood I'm smelling?
Like species?
Maybe. I don't know. Can wolves do that?
Let's get let me get a history check from you. I don't know. Yeah. All right. It's you're definitely getting some kind of humanoid, smell off of it. Probably doesn't eat too much meat. But not fully like vegan.
Okay. I'm just kind of making noise like.
Okay.
These are humanoids. Kind of. I can't say that to them, but just like
So she,
sticking in.
So Rihanna's just looking at you. She's like, "Do you see anything? I don't see anything."
I'm just because of the fresh blood. I'm still like just digging, trying to get to where towards the source of the fresh blood.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's kind of like scattered throughout the rocks. You're spending like a good. Let's say you're here for a good 20 minutes now. Moving stuff around and So. But you don't find anything in here. There's there's nothing, other than rocks and some blood.
No, I'm just covered with blood. Okay. Well, she's thorough in her investigation.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna follow the trail more. And everyone's probably annoyed that they took their time for me to dig through something. It's like, yeah, these things are dead.
Alright, so she's gonna move down with you. To the people that are outside, you got about like 20 minutes or so. Are you just talking, like whatever you guys are doing in chat, or?
Well, Rudy Dreamweaver is a title, right?
I think so. That's what she said.
It's one of Cora's teachers?
Yeah. That's what I said when I asked her. She said that she was one of Cora's teachers.
Do you get a vibe from her?
Yeah, that's what I said, that she's probably related to Emerald. It just seemed that way.
Emerald was so nice to me, though.
She's gonna look at you a little worried. Like, really?
I mean, the last time we were in there, he was rather kind. He helped us out quite a bit. I mean, we shared a wealth of information towards each other, but
He's gonna look
Oh,
down
no.
away from you.
what is it?
Nothing. Nothing. Do you think maybe she can wake Celis up if she does stuff with dreams?
I think maybe somebody back in Eliwick could. She said that's a little out of her wheelhouse.
Okay.
I mean, I can try to wake Cell if you like.
Okay. Up.
Kate has had Cell kind of propped up outside. That way she's resting.
Yeah, like weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah, we can Bernie style. He'll just walk up and,
Some sunglasses on her.
drawing the smallest little. Just kidding. Kind of shake her a little bit.
All right.
Cell.
Kate, what? Where are we? What happened?
We're outside. Everything's okay.
What
got-
happened inside?
It's taken care of. You got a little roughed up. Yes, I'm fine. We're fine. Everybody's okay. You're the one we're worried about right now. We've put you outside. A little bit of time has passed. Wanted you to. We wanted to get you out of there. Zaraya, Malmos, and Larissa are downstairs right now with a
She's
woman.
back.
With a woman named Soriana. Yeah, that one. Soriana Dreamweaver. She was interested in what happened in the sunroom. The concrete, the stone slab with the sun, with the big blood blob thing fought us.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, she said that was. Oh wait, no, she said that to Z, didn't she? That it was in. Yeah, never mind, I wasn't there. They're downstairs trying to figure out what it. I guess, and she was very interested in it. But we're waiting for them to get back, and we're going to get you back to town.
Wait, what happened to the creature? Are we done here?
It's killed. It's done. We're coming back, I believe. The sarcophagus bottomed out. Where you would normally lay a body fell out, and it was hollow, straight down for... How many feet was it, Eric, that I could see?
One too far, maybe like 10 feet.
It was hollow down to 10 feet, but that's all I could see.
Oh no, that sounds
so-
terrible.
Yeah. We do need to get you back, though. There's something obviously a little wrong with you.
No, I mean,
Understatement.
So let us, for a moment, let us try to take care of you.
but we're already here. We should at least.
We're not pressing forward until we have you in tip-top shape. Because if you go down, we're all dying. There's no one, other than me, that can heal, and all of my magic generally goes towards crushing skulls. So I need you. Okay?
Yeah, that's fine. But is it really a good idea to leave them?
They're alright. It's safe for the most part. To what we believe. They're investigating right now. Anything happens, I'm sure they'll come running. Malmos will run at the first sign of danger.
All right, let's go back.
Oh God.
to the other group. All right. All right. So Z, you're picking up a really strong trail, that goes through that long tunnel, and you come over here, and you can smell very strongly within the last, let's say, 24 hours. That scent was on this handle. There's a lever over here, just to the left of you, in the corner, and you can smell that on there.
Are the doors open or closed?
They're closed right now.
They were open when we came up.
Oh.
Yeah. All those. Yeah, everybody's scent. Whoever touched it is on that. So Larissa, Cade,
Grim,
Z.
maybe.
I don't remember if Grim did that, but yeah, she can definitely. Yes, her sense.
These doors were open.
These doors were open.
They were.
Where do they lead?
Went down. They went down. That's where we got the. Did you see the Shadow Cobalt core up?
No, I did not.
Or Sedado, as we like to call him.
No. I saw her in passing. I didn't even know she was over here.
How did you wait? You said she was the. Or you heard it from Emeron
No.
the Sunroom was here.
I'm sorry, say again.
I thought. Well, you first said Cora told you
Yes.
what happened here,
Yes.
but now you're saying you just saw her in passing.
Well, yeah,
Understood.
I was heading over to the temple, and she was going to her dorm room. So I stopped her, and we spoke for a little bit. She explained everything that was going on. So I went to the temple, spoke with Emra, and then hopped on one of the canoes over here.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we went down there, like, there was like 130 something shadows I killed all by myself.
Fucker.
And we went down, and there was a bunch of, like, kobolds that could cast chill touch, and we wiped them out. And then when we came back, the doors were still open, and now they're closed.
Interesting. She looks over to Z, and is this where the trail ends?
Does it seem like it is?
No.
Where it
No.
ends?
The trail. Let me get another survival with advantage, please.
Survival, sure.
Am I the only one little out of character here that doesn't trust this lady?
Absolutely not. You're not
Alright.
one.
Just want to make sure I'm not paranoid.
You're picking up.
No.
All right, Z. You pick up.
You can always insider.
You pick up a very strong scent that kind of makes its way to the staircase that goes upstairs from this room, which is over here between. these two
Those
statues.
ones. Okay.
Yeah.
So I move over there in motion that it goes up here.
Okay. Didn't we just come from there? And alright, she starts following you.
No.
Well,
Did we?
yeah, that's to get back.
Yes.
upstairs.
Oh. Is there anywhere else it goes?
No, from where you are, it just goes up the
Yeah.
stairs and back, or back to where you came from.
Okay. I'm just going up the stairs anyway.
Okay.
Just because, I mean, it's a shortcut, maybe?
Yeah, you guys came from that hallway,
Yeah.
led down there,
Okay, cool.
or to that door.
Yeah, so she follows.
Eric, do you mind if I draw a little bit?
Go
Just
ahead.
to keep track of
Yeah.
path that she's.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, you started up top and then went around to the right. But originally, you come from this area. This leads upstairs. That X.
Okay.
All right. So you're up there, and the trail continues, and You see the trail. Well, no, the trail continues to the left of where you are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it goes through
I'll wait
there,
for people.
and then let me get another survival check from you as you hit this.
Advantage?
Yes, please. Okay. It gets a little confusing over here, because it goes to the south, it goes straight to the left, and it also goes north.
Is there one that's stronger than the other?
You can't really
seems fresher?
pick it out
Okay.
from where you are. There's just a lot of activity in this area.
I'm just kind of like looking both ways and like, trying to indicate that don't know which direction to go in.
All right. The room to the left of you, that looks like some kind of arcane, inscription on the ground or whatever, and it's like slightly glowing.
I'll go to that.
All right.
Oh, the room, like, what's that? The green?
To the left, yes.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna
It's very, very,
check out the...
very faint, like a very weak aura, coming from that inscription. And then the door to the upper left also has a weak aura coming from it.
The inscription, is... Do I know language?
No, you can't understand what this is.
Okay. Whoa!
She'll come into the room, and look around or whatever.
And I kind of sit next to the inscription and try to get people to come in.
Right.
Did anybody else see that pop up, or is it just me?
No, it's there. This is like the music videos with all the pop-ups and random shit.
As soon as regulars are moved into the room, up in this
saying,
area,
"Welcome to
it said
the
"Welcome to
danger
the danger zone."
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Danger zone.
Okay, I'm glad. I'm not going crazy.
All right, so she's looking around, and she does a quick incantation again, and starts scanning the room, and she's like, She comes up here to the left and examines this door. She says, "This has a very powerful arcane lock on it. I wonder what's behind." But I'm more concerned with that other thing right now. Where else does this trail go?
Well, since this thing's just a room down here, so I'm going to continue while she's maybe looking at that just to out ahead.
Uh-huh.
I'll just check out this room really quickly. See if there's anything of worth before we go up.
Okay. Let me get another perception check with advantage, please.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
Damn.
You pick up some fresh blood coming from this area. Like where all the crates and barrels are.
Yeah.
And this one you're picking up. This seems more like vermin. Probably
Vermin. Okay.
rats or other smaller kind of creatures.
Yeah. So something like that was slaughtered. Okay. And this thing right here,
That's a bed.
that's a bed.
Yeah, that's all covered in dried blood.
Can I pick up a set of what was in the bed or who was in the bed for future reference here?
Go ahead and just make an investigation check.
Okay.
Okay. You feel that you have whatever sense on here locked into your memory data bank.
Okay. Yeah, just. It doesn't smell like anybody that I know.
No.
And anything else in this room?
No.
Okay. Go back here to the party and wait for them to investigate if they need to.
All right, Mal, Larissa, are you doing anything?
I'm just observing a high elf bitch. That's all I'm doing. I'm trying to learn through observation.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, Z, what are you doing?
I'm just waiting to see if I'm gonna go actually up here, and just kind of look up, but I'll sit like, you know, when you're done with that, we'll go up here. See that gets.
Okay, yeah, I mean, she's just gonna follow you, so, you know.
Okay. I just didn't know if she had anything else she could do with that whole thing. And what is this?
Let me get, oh, okay, in front of you is a stone staircase that descends, and at the very end of it, it's just like all piled in with rubble and big rocks and boulders and whatnot. So let me get a survival with advantage, please.
Oh, I'm sorry, which one?
Survival with advantage.
Survival? Okay. Sorry. That's cutting out there.
Okay, the freshest trail you're picking up here, and it's going down those stairs.
Okay. I'm following down the stairs and looking at the rocks. I still have a pretty good strength, right? So,
I'm not sure actually. Detect magic. That's concentration, right?
Oh, I have it up
I
here.
think it is. Give me 1 second.
Or enhance ability is what I had, right?
Yeah. But I think detect magic is also concentration.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
Oh, because she was... Okay, I got it.
Yeah, so that's gone.
Okay. So I'm there just kind of digging, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not... It's not as,
As you're...
It's not as easy as it was,
Alright,
so...
yeah, so
probably
you
don't
go
have to
down
spell
there,
it.
you know, and as you're starting to, like, try and move that stuff around, there's, like, fresh blood here that's probably less than a couple hours old, and you actually... It looks like something small was pulled through those rocks. So, you know, imagine, like, you know, just a stack of random boulders. If there was a little crack, something was pulled through that. You know, so you can see, like, little tiny tufts of fur that are caught on, like, these little jagged rocks. And there's still, like, fresh blood that's, like, kind of...
Okay.
Like,
Fur? Does it seem like, something like just a beast, or does it seem like it could be from
no,
some kind of
it's probably,
humanoid? Or...
Yeah, you know, you can pick this scent out. It just smells like a wood rat.
Okay. So something just pulled a rat through
It was
here.
like pulled through, yeah, and like little chunks were left behind.
Okay. I'm just like... I give like a... Ooh. See if anyone can come down to help me.
Larissa, Mal. Alright, so I guess while they're trying to figure out what's going on there, let's go back outside real quick to Cade, Rudy, and Sleepy Cell.
And Kate. We have an adult present. No, Celeste is just laying down. She's really, really beat up. She's trying not to make it look that way, but she's really beat up. She's just laying against the wall. How long ago did they go down there?
It
Probably been like 30 to 40 minutes now. By now.
it's been about 30 to 40 minutes now. Should give them some time. They're just walking around with her to investigate. I doubt they'd go anywhere too far on their own. They'd know. We can go in. I can go in if you'd like.
Yeah, yes. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll just stay here.
Rudy,
Yeah?
stay with your mother.
He looks like you're kind of weird and confused. He's like, yeah.
Okay. Stay with Sel.
Still confused.
Katie, you going back in?
Yeah, I'll start making my way back.
All right. Let's see. What's your tracking? Let me get a survival check from you.
This is where I catch a dagger in the stomach. He said survival check.
Yeah.
18.
Not bad. All right.
Tatiana, you sound like a robot.
I don't even hear her. All right. So, Cade. Right.
I mean, it can't be too hard to find us. We have a wolf over here going. All sorts of noises. Yeah.
Yeah, as you come downstairs, you go to like turn to the right to cross that little rickety bridge, and you can hear some scuffling and digging coming from around the corner where you are.
Almost.
Yeah, you can hear that.
Oh.
Yes. What?
Tatiana, you're cutting up really bad.
I'm not even talking.
Oh, I thought I...
No, definitely coming from a mic then.
Yeah.
You too have a possessed microphone. Welcome.
That's the thing. What's going on? What's taking so long? Everything okay?
Yeah, we're just kind of taking a stroll. You wanna go just be muscle up?
If you need the hand, what are we doing?
I have no idea. I don't speak wolf.
Is the wolf Zariah?
Yes. And Zariah is Soriana.
And Zariah's... Zariah, what do you need help with? Bark, bark. Bark, bark, bark.
Bork, bork, bork.
Bark, bark.
Yeah, I mean, you can see, she's.
If you want to, I'm sorry, I was on mute.
She's kind of, just moving some rubble and stuff around.
So I'm moving stuff around. See, am I making much progress?
No.
Okay. I'm just gonna turn back into Zariah
Okay.
because I'm like listening to this. Like, I'm like, I turn
Bark,
back.
bark.
Into,
Bark,
Yeah.
bark.
She
Bark, bark, bark,
now
bark.
the wolf.
so
is her.
I'm Zariah. Yeah, and I'm just like, I was told to follow the damn trail. It goes into here. If you want to know what the hell's going on here, we're following. It went in here, and it's apparently, can suck things up through there. There's this rat piece. Looks like it just got I don't know. There's some
Does
kind
it-
of.
She points that out. Does it look like something was pulled in or pulled out?
It looks like they were pulled in.
You want to go down there and investigate, or?
Yeah, I'll give it a look. Not gonna stick my finger in the hole, but
All right.
Yeah, Zariah laughed, but tries not to.
All right. Let me get an investigation check from you, Cade.
Alright.
Full finger Cade. Yeah, you can't
Poor
even
thing.
really see what it just looks like a bunch of rocks to you. It doesn't, you don't even
It just looks
notice
like a bunch of rocks. You know who would be really good with rocks? Madam Sarana. Oh, God, I can't remember her name.
Well,
Horrible
before
with names.
Grim left, he said that these rocks
Rimic.
are the same.
Soriana.
Are the same as the ones down in the Cobalt area, like the same style.
Well, it's the same throughout this entire cavern, I imagine, or crypt, whatever.
Are
this
you a
is.
dwarf? I'm not a dwarf. I just took his word for it. Okay.
You think all dwarves know stonework?
Yes, he was very
That's-
confident. He built this
Some
place.
do.
Remember?
It's like elves with
That
It
is true.
depends.
something that we're just raised around it. But why would I
Well,
be
it's-
especially good with rocks?
You think all tieflings know demons and devils? Well, you are correct, sir.
Like I know every angel in the upper planes. Well, we're not getting anywhere with not knowing where the rocks are, or what the rocks are, or where they come from, or what's been sucked up in there.
Well, if you want to know, we can do it. If not, you know, I'm at this point. I don't know. I think the priority is to sell right now, but there's. I mean, this thing it's a fresh trail because there's some fresh blood about 2 hours old over there with the vermin. It's vermin blood.
Can I attempt to move some of the rocks out of the way?
Sure. How?
Using my pick.
Okay. I mean, it's a war pick. You know, not like a mining tool. But I mean, yeah, you can use that to try and start prying stuff out and whatnot. Let me get an athletics check.
Oh, do I have mold earth? What?
Do you have that as a cantrip? Is that a
I
cantrip?
think yeah, I think I do.
Oh
Let's
my
double
god.
check. Oh shit!
No. I mean, you'll learn your character eventually. But it's
No, I don't. The thing is, I have another character.
no move
I have a
earth
rep-
is you can like move loose dirt around and whatnot.
Yeah, mold.
This.
But I thought I did. But I
Alright,
don't.
so-
Eruption.
All right, so Cade, you
eruption.
take your pick and you find an area and you kind of like wedge it in there and you try and get balance from using your foot on another stone and you try and pull it, and these rocks are like pretty well embedded in this area.
It's like dwarves made them.
These rocks, they've been here a while. They're hard to move. I don't. Larissa, would you mind maybe giving me a hand with this? Maybe we could get it together.
I guess.
I can
Oh.
also I can do guidance.
Guidance would be cool.
Yeah, I'll put guidance on whoever's strongest, I guess.
Does she have advantage on athletics?
Or
Or not advantage, I'm sorry, proficiency.
She does have proficiency.
Hey girl, you're rolling.
There
Yay!
you go. Yeah, so roll with
That was a-
advantage and then
That was a beast. Athletics.
For those of you watching at home,
Oh, no.
that's why.
That was-
That's why. Plus a
Do I-
D4.
Yeah, plus a D4.
All right,
Let's see
so,
if I need that D4.
Yeah, so Cade, Cade finds a good spot,
Yeah.
and they both like pull on it together, and you pull. You're able to like dislodge a single stone, and when that falls, it's like other stuff immediately like falls in its place, and a couple of other rocks like just kind of fall from beyond also. But you did manage to move a boulder or a stone.
I'm so
Swifty.
glad I was here to help you with that.
Thank you, darling.
Whoa. Jealous.
Malmos jealous of
Standing in the hallway, feeling blue.
just propped up against the high school prom style.
Putting my heels on, I'm ready to walk away.
You can take them off. Walk of shame. It's alright. Anyways,
So Soriano, so what are you all doing over there? Any progress?
we've managed to move this one, or Larissa managed to move this one. They're rather heavy, but if
Yeah, she beasted that.
I was gonna take a look in the opening that this is created, and
Yeah,
I
you
take
were-
a look in the opening that it's created.
No, it was filled up. So it's like you pulled that rock
was filled
out,
up,
and the other
oh.
one just, kind of falls in its place.
Well,
My computer just went to sleep. Come on, wake up. We can do this. So.
it's caving in. We may need to prepare earth-moving tools or spells of some kind to get all this out of the way. That would take a little more time. Perhaps an excavation team from the town could come out and not only here, but down further past. Did you guys happen to walk through the open doors near the statues?
No, the doors are now closed.
We left them open, didn't we?
We did, yes. But whatever scent, puppy dog was following over there went to the handle, then we followed it back.
Alright, well, Madam Soriana, there was another cave-in down below, from where we found the Shadow Kobold. Did you tell her about the Shadow Kobold?
Yeah, told her about Sedada.
Alright, well, down where we found that, so perhaps an excavation team could be sent there as well as this spot.
I will mention it to
while
the
we-
Lawmaster.
We continue to clear it. But I don't think we're going to get much progress out of this spot currently. I know it's a relatively hot trail, but this may be your best lead. Maybe just close off this room, go from here.
I can block this door
Oops.
if you like.
I think that would be a relatively good idea.
I'm back. I'm not in roll 20.
The rest of us can get back to town, rest a little bit, share with the lore master our findings, what we've talked with you about, and come back out maybe with an excavation team to clear this. We'll work on clearing some other parts, and then when this is opened up, we'd be more than happy to go down there for you or to accompany you down there, or through this, whatever it may be.
Okay, very well. Okay, let's go back upstairs. I will seal this door here, and then we can all go back to the temple and figure things out.
Thank you.
It'll be up to the lore master to determine. This is his project. So,
Yeah.
Absolutely, and he's been more than gracious enough to include us in this.
kind of looks at you a little weird, like, are we talking about the same person?
Oh,
He's been nothing but nice to me. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Like he was a little dickish, but I mean, he's just an elf, so.
Alright, so she'll leave.
wait, I need to ask her about this door,
Well, stay
the most
right there.
important door.
Which one? Well, okay, well, she's there, and she comes out, she's like, okay, well, unless you want to get sealed in here, I suggest everybody leave.
Everybody out.
Alright. You move my thing. I'm still trying to get back into roll 20.
Okay.
I'm moving. I'm leaving with everybody, not getting sealed. Into
This is
the
how we
thing.
make sure Z never leaves again. We just lock her and then.
Alright,
Visitation
so,
rights and everything.
Hey, look how Z
Supervised
is pretty
visitation.
damn useful.
So
So,
she goes to
she
pull
might-
these doors shut, and they're a little heavy for her, but she closes them, and then she holds the staff out in front of her, and then she takes, the other hand, and then she kind of like, does a couple of circles in the air with her pink glow, and then you can see a shimmering shield, like kind of, lock up the door, and all right, so it's there. Let's see, so let's play.
I'm back. Okay.
Okay. What did you want to say, Mal, or ask?
Could you check out one more door for us, please?
Yes. Which one?
This one.
Which one? Opinion. Okay. Oh,
I'll lead her to the door.
Holy shit. That door.
We had to remember.
Okay, yeah. So she. Oops, I'm moving somebody's. You guys destroyed my map.
Sorry, buddy.
It's all right.
I'll go back and I'll delete mine.
Nah,
Know how big of a pain in the ass that is.
All right, so yeah, I don't even know what's going on here. What is this? What is this? All right, so she goes and looks at it. She does her very familiar, detect magic, and looks at it. She says, "This door is an illusion."
Are you
It's an illusion.
fucking kidding me?
So like I can just go like, I can't go through it. I tried.
So after she points it out, let me get an Arcana check with advantage, Mamos.
I can do these things.
Eric, I accidentally deleted Cade when I was deleting my lines.
Oh.
Bye bye,
No,
Cade.
that's all right. Yeah. So can you bring it back on the map or no?
I don't think so.
No.
Can't you just drag your token from?
Can I?
No, I got you.
There you go.
All right.
Oh, thank you,
So
buddy.
you're looking at it,
You're the bestest.
and this thing here, it becomes translucent a little bit, and just behind it is just stone wall.
You
You
motherfucker.
you go to like tap on it, and it's like you can even take your nail and like pull up little splinters from this door. And like when you pull it out, you can see like it kind of fixes itself, and and it makes like the noise. But it's just a really sophisticated illusion.
Son of a bitch!
I'm leaving this dungeon. I'm never coming back. I'm going. I'm going. I'm walking out. Goodbye.
Cade,
All right,
currently
everybody's
crunching celery on the way out.
Everybody going back upstairs.
Yeah, fuck that door,
Yeah.
man.
All right, cool.
Oh, the heals are in full effect. Don't worry.
All right. All right, cool. So all right. So you go back upstairs. What else is going on?
Mm-hmm.
Anything else? You go upstairs.
Heading to the boat.
Yeah, we're leaving.
Yep.
We're just pissed off about that door. Just straight to the
out.
boat.
All right, cool. Let's see.
On the way out, I'll try to get Cell's attention.
Okay.
We're leaving. I'll go help her up.
Did you guys find anything?
Well, Zaraya had found a scent from something. She could probably tell you a little bit more, her Malmos. But they found a scent from something. We went and pulled some boulders out. It caved in a little bit, sealed itself off again. And
The scent was
about the door.
the scent was kind of arcane in nature. It was a trail that, I think whenever left was probably going that way, and well, Soriana thought it was a good idea to follow the trail, so I did it. I know. I hope I didn't waste people's times, but
No,
there
I
was
think
fresh blood. There's okay.
It was great that you were able to do
Right.
that.
Okay.
At least we know.
I just
there
know
is
that
a
sometimes
trail.
I do things and people get, when there's a dead end of some sort, people get a little bit frustrated with me, but I was just trying to do what...
You did everything right, Z.
Okay. Thank you.
It's fine. We just needed... It's beyond our capabilities at the moment to reach through those
Yes.
rocks and continue on, so we suggested a mining expedition come down, clear that area, and the area below, past the... down by the Shadow Kobolds, and perhaps Imran will allow that to come through on our next go-around. If we have a next go-around.
Maybe when we come back, there's the room, there's definitely humanoids in that pile, the big ass pile that I kind of was digging in. So, just I feel like maybe when we come back, I can maybe do a little thing to just put them, have them rest in peace.
I have something that can help with that as well.
Okay.
But either way, we're gonna be. That was about it.
Yeah.
Nothing else really. We're gonna be heading back though. We're gonna get you back up in tip-top shape.
I look down at Celestina, and I'm just like, I'm so sorry I didn't have the restoration spell prepared. I'm glad to see that your eyes are open, and I hope you're going to be okay. I mean, you are. You're going to be okay. It'll be okay.
Don't worry about me. I'm fine. I'm just a little.
Oh yeah, forgot to tell you guys, Celestina's awake.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
Kind of an important detail that I skipped
well,
on
I
there,
mean,
right?
it's like I think I observed that.
All right, everybody, let me get a charisma saving throw, DC 17, please.
Excuse me?
You said what now?
Charisma.
Are we all within 10 feet of Cade?
That's what I was about to ask.
Yeah, everybody's all
around
together.
me.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys get +4.
Alright, DC
All
17.
right, good, because
Are you serious? I get a +11 to that shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, where's my career?
So Mal has a 20. That's good for Mal. Mal's at 20. And L.
Oh, see.
It had to even out with all those 20s earlier.
Okay.
And L does not make it.
Celestina's the only one that
No,
succeeded.
I made it.
No, Mal,
Oh.
Mal saved also.
Oh yeah, Mal saved.
Okay, so everybody except for Mal and Cell, you feel all your emotions like kind of just calm down. So whatever intense emotions you might be experiencing at this point, you just feel like rather indifferent, a bit calmer. It doesn't seem to be as pressing, and Soriana, she's like, well, why don't you all take the boat? Because there's only one here right now. I'm gonna stay here, look around a little bit, speak with Lectus and Aethor, and I'll either catch the next boat back, or I can just fly back if I need to. But I will meet with you all, within the next few hours or so.
Okay. 2 questions.
Yeah.
First, Cell's used calm emotions before, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Like, way back?
Yeah.
Yes, way back.
So, can I do something to check if that was the spell?
I mean, with your passive arcana, it's a low-level spell. Yeah, you can recognize
Yeah.
it. Both of you can recognize it, yeah.
Okay.
Did she
And
just
then
cast on us?
she just cast it on us. And second of all, can I insight check her, please?
Yeah, go
Yeah,
for
I
it.
want to just insight. Yeah.
Well, we're calm, we're chill. We're weakening at Bernie's right now.
Yeah, both of you.
Damn.
Both of you aren't picking up. You guys aren't picking up anything. Mal, from what you can gather, she casted that spell to just relax people. So you can all get in the boat and get moving.
Okay. Everything's good here. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's good.
I look at Malmos like I'm thinking that he probably has a.
It's almost too easy.
And even because Lectus and Aethor were Aethor. I keep changing his name. They were like kind of nervous before, and you can see they're a lot more relaxed. And Lectus is there. And he's like, "Oh, I think I got another fish." And he's just kind of doing his thing.
Anything.
That's it. So, all right, what's everybody doing?
We're leaving. Let's go.
Everybody's hopping in the boat.
Oh yeah.
All right, cool.
Well,
Go ahead.
I mean, instead of staying here, to the danger.
Say again. I'm
To
sorry.
the boat. There's enough room in the boat, right?
There's what? I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. There's enough room in the boat for all of us?
Yeah. It'll hold 6 people without a problem.
Okay. Because I was going to say I could swim if there's an issue.
All right.
Look at that beautiful, beautiful map.
Well, thank you.
What?
Thank you.
It's gorgeous.
Yay. Look, it's cool. Look at the little fairy
Gorgeous.
gardens. See, like the little fairy garden area? I thought it was kind of cool. Yeah. All right.
Aw.
So everybody gets over to, the canoe, and you all get inside. And she says, "Okay, well, I'll see you all shortly. Thank you all for the information that you've provided so far, and we'll collaborate everything later on. See you soon."
Tatiana was trying to ask something.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, it keeps cutting off. I was just asking. Lady Soriana, wouldn't you rather come with us instead of staying here?
Well, no, there's not enough room for starters, and I want to take a look, a little bit before heading back, and I'd like to speak with Lectus and Inthor before I return as well.
Well, I mean, I could always swim, but if you need to do some more stuff, that's fine. But, I could always just, I can breathe underwater. You probably know this. Turn into a fish of sorts.
Those are wonderful tricks.
But, are you sure you want to be here? I mean, you can always get back if you just. I can totally swim.
I appreciate it. I'm fine. I'll get
Okay.
back shortly.
All right. Well, thank you for your help, and
Thank you for yours.
we'll probably hook up again.
Let's do that.
Like that.
Yeah, Celis is still looking at Malmos and everybody else like,
I wink. It's gonna be okay. Let's just go to Eliwick, please.
Okay. Yep. Let's go.
oh, what?
Go into Eliwick, drop a ball. This is the Eliwick song.
When we get back, Celestina has to be the one to do all of the talking, asking Imran to heal.
All right, so you all depart.
I am.
You all depart, and you.
I should just
inside.
I should just turn into a mouse. Well, no, I did interact a little bit with the lore master, and probably not as hostile.
Alright, so you all
We're not
go out in
BFFs,
the
but-
canoe, and it begins to submerge beneath the surface of the river. And you're traveling down, and it gets all dark and murky. And after a few hours, you wind up on the shoreline outside of the cemetery gates, and the canoe pulls up to the shore. And you can see there's there's probably 7 or 8 canoes that are all just resting on the outside of this cemetery on the edge of the city. What are you gonna do?
You get there, and I'm kind of like
It's probably
Boy
about
Scout.
Oh, let's see, 10, 11, 12, 1. It's probably close to 2 p.m. when you guys get back.
Alright. Kind of Boy Scout helping old lady, helping sell off the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to make sure she's good.
Okay.
If she's still here. She leave Discord? Anybody hear me?
I can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hi.
I don't hear Tati if she's talking.
Cannot hear Tatiana.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Still just passes out for the ride. It's easier for her that way. And yeah, I mean, you can help get her out the canoe. Everybody gets out of the boat and starts walking through the cemetery, I guess, to the temple.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. So you all move through the cemetery, and it's real quiet. And you enter through the back of the temple and start walking through the hallway. And eventually, you make it to the mass.
Yeah.
I can't hear you. Say again.
Like,
You're roboting out, Tati.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes.
what's going
I can barely hear.
Yeah, you're roboting out again, Tatiana.
I'm having large issues. It's all right. Did you go ahead? Type what you want to do when you get back. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So you enter, the temple of Al Rathra Jurana through the back and go through the hallway and wind up in the main mass chamber, where you see the Lord Master standing by the altar, speaking with a couple of acolytes. And he all notices you, the group coming from the side. And he bows his head. He's like, "So you've made it back."
I do a deep bow back, try to be as cordial as possible.
So, what else has happened over there? I spoke with Coronara for a short while, and she's in the process of making her report right now. But
Well,
why don't you tell me what happened?
Lord Master, in a crypt below, on the second level, just past the sunroom, we had unlocked a door and encountered some sort of twisted plant skeletal being that was locked in a sarcophagus.
You can see he starts looking at you, and every so often there's like a couple of bugs that like kind of crawl over your body, and like you don't really notice them, but like the people with the higher passives, you'll see like a centipede crawl through his backpack, every once in a while, or a random gnat might, swarm around his body, stuff like that. And he's looking.
I pulled this off of its body and I take the shield off. I thought you may have interest in it.
His eyes get big, and like Emerald for the most part is a fairly monotone, no emotion kind of person. And when he sees the shield, you can see like an eyebrow raise, just one of them. And he kind of looks and he's like, "That's fascinating. May I see that?"
Of course.
He's like, "Come,
Hand
sit
it over
here."
to him.
And he like kind of like pats the top of the altar,
Yeah,
and
I set it
and
down.
he moves like a couple of books and things around.
Imran, if I may, for a moment, as I'm setting it down.
And
This
he's kind of looking
creature
at
that-
it while listening to you, but he's like,
While we did
definitely looking at it.
battle with this thing and ended its existence. It did quite the toll to Celestina. She hasn't been able to quite recover the normal way we would have. We were wanting to know if perhaps we could get some assistance on that.
He's like, yes, I'll look at her in a moment. And he's like, he's really like interested in this shield, and you can see him do like a quick, detect magic on it or whatever. It's very familiar to everyone.
I had attempted to attune to it, but it there was something that I couldn't get past.
This is very interesting. He's like, do you mind leaving this here so I can study it?
That's perfectly fine by me. Does anybody else have an objection to that?
No.
No, it's fine.
He's like, okay, very well. He the two acolytes that are there, just, nondescript human, nerdy type followers. He gives them the shield. He's like, please take this to the room.
Be careful with that. Some spores tend to pop off of it, and they release bugs and things.
Okay. He's like,
Yes, the spores, necrotic in nature. Some kind of magic. They're not just regular spores you'd find in nature.
That's quite interesting. I'm sure we'll get all that figured out soon enough. And then he's like, priestess, please, come here. And he gestures over to Celestina. Is Cel up yet or no? What is she doing?
No, if we just came out of the boat, she's probably let somebody walk her up.
I mean,
Yeah, we're carrying around like sack potatoes.
Okay.
We just hand it off one at a time. Just boom.
All right. So he offers the altar. He's like, please have her place her here, please. The people put her on the altar. Hello? Anybody?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So you lay her down. Kind of looks over her. He's like, this. I've seen this before. Some good rest will help her, or perhaps a more powerful restoration spell. I think in this case, unless you're planning on heading out immediately, I would just recommend...
No. Agreed. Is Imran still around?
Yeah, he's talking to you.
Oh, okay. I thought that was one of the random ass priestesses.
No.
Okay, my bad. I think that would be a good idea. If you have a moment before we go separate ways, I know last time we spoke a little about Jahleena, and we talked about the possibility of knowledge for more knowledge.
Well, it's
Perhaps if
Go ahead.
if you find anything connecting this shield to her in any way, shape, or form, would you let me know?
Well, I can tell you immediately that this shield does not have anything to do with Jahleena. This here, it showed a symbol of the Dark Druid. So that's why I'm more fascinated by it than anything else.
Alright.
Would I have known that? The Dark Druid stuff?
I mean, you didn't really investigate the shield or anything.
Yeah, I guess I didn't. I'm like, oh, shield.
Yeah, and you completely
There's
missed
Celeste.
it
I need to get to her.
You missed it last week, too.
Yeah.
What is
I wasn't there last week.
Right. Got it.
this Dark Druid? What is its name?
The Dark Druid.
Dark Druid. Oh, man.
That is all we know it is.
Let's see.
It was a
Oh.
person of influence several decades ago in this area. But, not too much
It's-
known beyond that.
Dark Druid.
Well,
Is that the Witherer?
No, the Witherer Dark Druid.
That's the goddess. I'm sorry. Yes. Let's see.
They all worked very closely together at one point. And
Yes.
what we're trying to figure out is exactly what's going on. Because they're definitely making themselves apparent as of late.
This is the same Dark Druid from the books, too, I suppose. And then the
only
Witherer
reason-
is. Yes.
I make a connection, if I may, for a moment, Zariah.
Yes.
The group that came through Gandor a few years ago had a powerful druid with them, and that person now sits in a seat of power.
Where is this?
North of here, right? It's northeast,
Northeast.
yeah. Trying to get them up. It's a few thousand miles. But my mother was affected by spores, and she had succumbed to an illness that had basically put her in a locked state of existence, comatose, if you will.
My goodness.
The reason I ask if this was connected to Jahleena is because that group that came through, after they came through, a temple was put into place to Jahleena. The previous god not being remembered. That's the only reason I ask if there's a connection here, Imran. Lore Master.
I'm not sure. This is all still being investigated. There's a lot of things to take into considerations, and before we can feel confident with anything in particular, we like to get more information, or at least things that are a bit more factual, before we spread any information out.
Of course.
It's a lot easier to keep people in the dark than it is to correct wrong information that has been spread.
Okay, just nodding. Alright. Well, I'm done here.
Z, real quick. I mean, you know of spore druids. You know, it's
Okay, yeah.
yeah. It's just like, you know, it's like a type. It's they're considered a little bit darker.
Yes.
As opposed to like the surface dwelling. You know, most of the spore druids are underground. You know, so dark elves.
Yeah.
You know, Duergar, Smurfliblins, or however you want to say them and shit. But there are some also that are on the surface. You do know of like covens existing, but they're fairly secretive because most of the other druids look at them in a different light because they're not as traditional. You know, most druids, you know, they're gonna deal with things that involve the sun. You know, and the spore druids, things that do not involve the sun. So, you know, it just depends. You know, I mean, if you're more neutral, then it's like, all right, whatever. It's a part of nature. You know, if you're more good, then it's obviously looked at as something that's a little bit darker. But yeah, you definitely know of them. They do exist. They're just, you know, not as common and not as accepted. But with that being said, we're gonna end it here for tonight. All right.
Okay.
It's 10 o'clock. How did it work out for Discord compared to Roll20? I mean, I didn't have to reboot. I don't think
I think
at all.
Roll20 might have been better, honestly.
Yeah.
Really? Okay. All right.
But we're trying.
We'll figure it out. You know, we'll go back and forth. We'll try out different things. Thank you, everyone who tuned in tonight. You know,
our buddy Levi. chimed in tonight and watched along.
Okay, awesome. That'll help actually. Because he's gonna bring in that character soon, so it'll be good.
Hi, Levi.
Hello, Levi. So, all right, cool. So everyone, thanks for tuning in. Have a good night, sweet dreams, and all that good shit. And,
Eric.
yeah, no problem. Thank you. All right, is it Wednesday yet? Good night. Bye.
Good
Buenas
night.
noches.
Buenas noches.
Nacho.